Let's go. Hey, everyone. We are live. Habs, Hurricanes, Game 82. Montreal, opportunity to make the playoffs. They just need a point. They need a point. Confirmed. They need a point. They're going to go for the win. Nick Suzuki, captain, just said they're going to go for the win, but they need a point. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit that like button. We're getting buzzing in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Who's in here? Make yourselves known. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's go. All right, let's pull up the Montreal Canadiens expected lineup here, and then we'll go from there. All right, so this is the Habs projected lineup. As you can see, Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, Demidov, Newhook, Line, Gallagher, Dvorak, Anderson, Heineman, Evans, Armia. On the defense group, you got Matheson, Carrier, Guhle, Hudson, Struble, Savard, Montembeault. That's your lineup trying to secure a playoff spot for Montreal. It's going to be exciting. All right, we got 40 in the chat. What's going on? Daddy Avs in the chat. Ivan Demigod's in the chat. Unbeatable. Godly. If I haven't said your name yet, just get in the chat. BC, Blair, Mad, Leafs, Brennan. What's going on, guys? Let's go. Who's ready? I'm ready. Let's go. I got double screen going. It's cool, guys. I've started to do this where, and I hope you guys are cool with this. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't be. It brings more experience to the stream. What I've been doing, guys, is I have the live game right up to the second. Right up to the middle second. I have the live game here to my left. To my right, I have the game like delayed like 20 seconds. So what I'm going to do, and get W's in the chat because I think you guys are going to like this. After we watch, after it's not live anymore, we'll pull up a highlight for you guys to be able to see what happened, if it's a goal, if it's a big save, something like that. Isn't that a W? I like it because for me, I don't have to touch the live game. I just let the live game run. And then when I want to watch something back, I don't have to wait till X. I have the game delayed by like 15, 20 seconds. And by the time we've already reacted to the goal, 20 seconds passes and goes, hey, let's rewatch that goal. I think that's a W. I like this new setup. Let's go. Blair with the $14 dono. I really appreciate it. This is good luck, Habs fans. John, which team has surprised you going to the playoffs? Go Leafs, go. And sub. Thank you so much, Blair. Guys, let's get some Blair hype in the chat. Make sure you guys like that comment. And make your opinion known. I'll reply in the chat. I'm going to say Blues. Reason I'm saying Blues is I thought they could compete for a wild card, but not in the way that they did it. They're basically doing what they did in 2019. That's not to say that they're going to do what they did in 2019 and win a cup, but they are doing what they did in 2019, and that's go on a run. And they've been going on a run. Yo, Mad Joker, what's going on? Endrit, what's up, brother? What's up? Well, Daddy Habs, I'm not answering the Habs because they're not a playoff team right now. Well, they are, technically. Sorry, let me rephrase. They're not a confirmed playoff team yet. That's what I meant to say. Once Montreal's a confirmed playoff team, then I can say it's like undisputed, undoubtedly Montreal. 100% it's Montreal a surprise team. Anyone that says otherwise on Montreal, if they make the playoffs here, no one thought Montreal was going to make it. I don't think anyone thought Columbus was going to make it. So either outcome is like a Cinderella story. Ottawa Senators Outlook says, what's up, John? Serious question. I got a YouTube channel making a preview for Battle of Ontario. Getting a Leafs fan on. We want to collab. Well, it depends what day. I've already been asked a couple times to do something tomorrow night. I can't because I'm hosting a watch party for Bulldogs. So it would depend when. Yeah. So yeah, reach out to me on the side. Honestly, I go day by day with my schedule right now. So let me know when you're thinking, how long, and we can go from there. I appreciate the invite regardless. So thank you for kind of just hyping up the channel as always. And I know you're a great Sens fan as well, always in here. Abby says, are Habs switching up line combos? Not that I can see. Abby, if you rewind, I pulled up the lineup or the expected lineup for Montreal tonight. And I'll also pull this up, guys. I think this is really interesting. This is who's out for the Carolina Hurricanes tonight. So if you guys think that like Montreal's got it like they've got it so tough, like Carolina's gonna put their best effort. Don't get it twisted. But look at the Hurricanes out of the lineup, guys, tonight. Like this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. These are pretty prominent players, especially those top two. And then you scroll down a little bit. Jacob Slavin's out as well. So the Hurricanes out of the lineup for tonight, for the people that may be just listening on audio: Sebastian Aho, Seth Jarvis, Jackson Blake, Jordan Martinook, Jordan Stahl, Jacob Slavin, and Jalen Chatfield. Those are definitely prominent players for the Carolina Hurricanes. You could argue that the three most important players for the Hurricanes are out tonight, and that is Aho, Jarvis, and Slavin. So it's not nothing. I'll tell you that for free. So with that in mind, guys, I've showed you the Montreal lineup for tonight. I've shown you the Hurricanes players that are going to be out for tonight. Give me a 1 in the chat if you think the Hurricanes are going to win and potentially eliminate Montreal. We still have to wait to see what Columbus does tomorrow. Or 2, I'll combine it here. 2, do you think Montreal is going to win? Or 3 in the chat, do you think Montreal is going to get at least a point and make it into the playoffs? So a little bonus action if you put a 3 in the chat. You just think the Habs are going to make the playoffs. They're going to find a way. They're going to get the point. Whatever. But if you pick 1, you think the Hurricanes are going to beat them in regulation. Blair with the 7. Thank you so much for the dono. Says, John, you're a legend. Tampa Bay or Florida predictions. Will Columbus go far in the playoffs if they make it? Playoffs MVP predictions. Blair, thank you so much for the dono. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make my predictions of the bracket challenge, but you donated, so I'll give you a bit of a sneak preview. If the Panthers are healthy, I don't know how I could pick against them. Unbeatable, please don't spam. But like, you get where I'm going at? Like, you get where I'm going with this? Is like, if Florida's healthy, how can I go against them? At the same time, I would be a bit of a hypocrite if I just ignored the fact that the Panthers have been kind of poo-poo in the record lately. So, I don't know. I actually don't know. But I just gave you a bit of an idea where I'm at. Your other question, playoff MVP. If I had to pick 3 picks right now, again, in respect to your dono, I really appreciate the donation. I'll go... I'm not going to pick the Edmonton guys because I think they're a given. Like, I think Draisaitl and McDavid are a given. If Edmonton's going to do anything in this playoffs, it's going to be those guys. So I'll go beyond that. I'll go Jack Eichel for Vegas. I got the Eichel bobblehead here, so it's only fitting. Pick Mr. Jack Eichel. Honestly, I think this is one of my coolest bobbleheads that I have. It's pretty sweet. So I'll go Eichel. I'll go Matthews for Toronto. I think Nylander is a given to step up in the playoffs at this point. So I'll go Matthews for Toronto. And then I'll flip back to the Western Conference. And actually, I don't know. I was going to go McKinnon, but now maybe I'll go actually. This might be hot take-ish, but I might actually just go Vasilevsky. That sounds like a hot take, but I'm just thinking like a lot of people are thinking it's going to be Florida or Toronto out of the East. I just feel like Tampa's got a lot of players up front, but I feel like Vasilevsky needs a big playoffs to beat Florida. I think Vasilevsky is frankly, maybe that's a hot take, but I think Vasilevsky is the X factor in that series. I truly think that. Because I think the Lightning can match up against the Panthers in every other facet, but if Vasilevsky, like in the past, before Bobrovsky and the Panthers won the Cup, everyone would have said Vasilevsky every day of the week over Bobrovsky. But I think we're in a weird situation right now where like Vasilevsky's had his rough points the last couple of years, and Bobrovsky just won a Cup. Bobrovsky also was like ridiculous last couple playoffs. They're also close to the same age, right? Like Bobrovsky, I think someone just said in the chat. Yeah, like he's 36. I think Vasilevsky's what? Is he 34, 35? Or is he younger than that? I'm trying to think if Vasilevsky is... I think he's early 30s. I know that. Oh, shit. Vasilevsky's only 30. He's turning 31 this year. Why did I think he was older? Just seems like Vasilevsky's been around forever. I mean, he's been in the league for over 10 years. So he's 31 this summer. So, yeah, he's 5 years younger than Bobrovsky. Because I think Bobrovsky did just turn 36. Why did I think Vasilevsky was older? I was thinking like 34 in my head. He's 31 this summer. Bobrovsky, yeah, he just turned 36 in September. That's crazy. He's going to be 37 by the time next season starts. That's nuts. So, yeah, that's I'm glad I made that point because that's a huge factor. The fact that Vasilevsky's 5 years younger, almost 6 years younger. Avatar with the 13 months is 13 months down and many more to go. Thank you so much, Avatar. Let's get some Avatar hype. And guys, we just surpassed 100 live viewers in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. I don't want to go too crazy. I know people are just coming in to chill, to get a little bit of a preview going. Can we just get some W's in the chat, though? Yo, LaGodly. So I actually did this for my Bleacher Report episode earlier. If you guys want, go... I can drop the link in the chat if you guys want. But I do a Bleacher Report show throughout the week. And I actually talked about my favorite series. So outside of Toronto, Ottawa, my most exciting series is definitely Colorado-Dallas. Battle of Florida is going to be great. It's going to be a war. Don't get me wrong. But I think there's a couple reasons why Dallas-Colorado's my favorite after that is just the Battle of Rantanen. I think that's part of it. And guys, let's call it how it is. How many years in a row have we like considered both Colorado and Dallas to be Cup favorites? And now they're literally playing each other in the first round. That's kind of nuts to me. Like that's kind of what Toronto's experienced the last few years. So that's why it's kind of like it has me gravitating towards that series because it's like I can't believe we're sitting here and one of Colorado or Dallas are going to be out in the first round. Like I can't wrap my head around that. Like, someone has to win the series. So, yeah, one of Colorado or Dallas are going to be out in the first round. And to me, that's kind of crazy and why I'll be gravitating towards that series. Firewagon, JP, Joker, Camden, Blair, Avi, Yams. Yo, Ian, what a legend. What's up, John? So hyped we won the division. Let's go, bro. Also, congrats on the great career path. Working for Leafs and Brand for Bulldogs is amazing. Cheers, brother. Go Leafs, go. Leafs in 6. Thanks, Ian. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got Bulldogs represent back there. Yeah, that's honestly, guys, that's really the only reason why I haven't been able to do YouTube as much as I want. It's just like other things are going on, and not to say that they're like necessarily more important. It's just a balance in life. Like I'm definitely trying to find the time to do more YouTube. I've actually been networking a lot more than creating content. But what was I gonna say? It's funny because it's just like it's funny how I get reminded sometimes how much of a reach YouTube and like TikTok and some of these social platforms have. Like I was in Vegas for a work show and it happened 3 times over the course of 4 days where somebody like walked onto the floor or like ran into me and like recognized me through this. Like I had one person run into me and say, bro, I literally just watched your trade deadline show all day. I ran into him in Vegas. Last year, this was one of the craziest ones. I'm literally at a Chili's. I'm at a freaking Chili's restaurant in the Dallas airport. And I'm with one of my bosses. And some guy, I don't know if he's in the chat right now. He could be. From Minnesota. Like, not even from Dallas. He's at the Dallas airport in a Chili's from Minnesota. And he recognizes me across the restaurant. Or across the bar. I think it was across the bar. Sorry, it was across the bar. and just was like, hey, are you John? Like, literally just, like, blurted it out loud, and I was like, holy shit. So that stuff's really cool. So to answer your question, Ian, or to answer your comment, I'm really thankful for everything I've been doing, but it's kind of a cool reminder that, like, YouTube's still a thing going for me, and, like, I definitely want to keep this community going because you guys are amazing. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Jeremiah's in the chat. Talk about great members of the community, and talk about Vegas. I think Jeremiah's still in Vegas potentially. So shout out to Jeremiah, says go Canes. Logan says, what do the Penguins do in the offseason? Logan, so I'm going to start making those videos as well. I like mixing and matching, obviously doing playoff content, but also doing content for the fans that don't have hockey to watch. I still think you should be able to watch hockey and, like, enjoy the playoff hockey and not. And honestly, sometimes I like watching playoff hockey where, like, you don't have skin in the game. You can just enjoy it. And look, golly, Steve's great. I want to be my own person. I just want to say that. I want to be my own person. Jake says the Bulldogs got screwed last night. I'll keep my comments to myself, but yeah, some questionable stuff last night for sure. Stinging says, go Habs go. The crowd is going to be bonkers. BC says they're going to be streaming during the Leafs playoffs as always. Definitely for some games. So BC, I also, as Ian just mentioned, I work at the Leafs. And so, like, if you're at the game, you'll probably see me. So home games, I probably won't be streaming, which is going to be a bit weird. But away games, I'm hoping I'll be able to stream for away Leaf games. Non-Leaf games, I'll be streaming. Like, I'll be streaming playoff games in general. But yeah, for Leaf home games, I'll probably be in the arena, which I'm not complaining about at all, if I'm going to be honest. Like, it's probably one of the things I'm most grateful for right now is, like, the fact that, like, I had that opportunity and I've been able to make some great connections and, like, get paid to work at the Leafs. Like, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. So you want Jake O'Brien for the Rangers, Jake? Jake O'Brien, again, I'm biased, but I could say just so many great things about him. I might. Okay, yeah, BC, if you're there, let me know. Let me know. Again, like, if I have conflicts with other things, that could be a potential, but just, yeah. We'll chat. We got 140 in the chat. Can you guys just, like, give yourselves a pat on the back for just being great? Being a great part of this community. I appreciate you guys being here. Yam says, no excuses tonight with a bunch of Canes sitting. Pretty sure Canes don't want to have any favors for Columbus either. You're right. I mean, I think you're onto something. But here's what I'll say. The Hurricanes and Habs have had a little bit of, like, an off-ice rivalry, right? Like the offer sheets. Montreal trying to offer sheeting Sebastian Aho, and then the Hurricanes matching it, of course. And then Carolina stealing Kotkaniemi. I don't want to put this in the air, and I'll have Habs fans probably getting at me. But imagine Kotkaniemi scores, like, a late regulation goal. Bro, the levels to that would be insane. Imagine Kotkaniemi scores. Pin King, everyone in hockey should cheer for Landeskog's return. Like 3 years, long time coming. Rick Smith, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Is he going to have the opportunity to stay in Toronto based on the contract upcoming? So I think the Four Nations experience will have changed this player a little bit. 100-point season, check that box. They won. Let's go. Now the pressure starts all over. Ryan, yo, Ryan. Ryan coming out of left field with a trip at House fans. Are you going to take that? Yo, House fans, you can't be allowing that in the chat. But yeah, Avatar, it's so cool that Landeskog's back. GJ, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Welcome if you're... Guys, please hit that subscribe button if you're new. Also, I have a live sub count on the stream, apparently, and I didn't mean to put that. But that's really inaccurate, so let's fix that. Yeah, that's accurate. There you go. Guys, we're 3 subscribers away from 56,000. So, or 55.6, sorry. Not 56,000. 55.6. So, if you want to subscribe, I really appreciate it. It's free to do so. 3 of you could help make that happen. Yo, Ryan's coming in hot. William. Yo, Ryan, are you going to take that from William? Yo, William's firing back. Stake says there will be plenty of tears at Quebec tonight at the Habs choke out of the playoffs. Yo! Raphael, what's going on? Parker says, series you see the most likely to be to sweep and most likely to go to 7. Ooh, Parker, great question. See, I like great questions like that. So, series that is most likely to go to 7. I think Lightning Panthers. Most likely to be a sweep. A lot of people are saying Carolina. I don't know. Sheldon Keefe's teams like usually make it hard on themselves in a different way. So I might burn some bridges here, but Golden Knights. I think the Knights have a path to do something. Thurm thinks the Kings are going to sweep the Oilers. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't even think there's going to be a sweep. I don't think I'm going to have a sweep this year. But, I don't know. Here's the thing. The big question mark for me is the Wild health. But, I don't know. Hard to say. That's a great question. I love that question. We got 160 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Ole, 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 ole. We're the Habs fans. We're the Habs fans. Let's go. Ooh, Fire Wagon thinks Winnipeg sweeps St. Louis. I don't think so. I think St. Louis has just been such a hot team, and they have the confidence. I just don't see that. I think they're going to squeak out a couple wins at least. Might even be an upset candidate. I don't know. Everyone and their mother are saying Jets. I would, like, pause for a second. I'm very much, like I said, into the history aspect. I'm pretty sure the last time the Jets and Blues played each other in the playoffs, the Jets won, but I think it was like a 4-2 series, maybe? Oh, shit, no. The Blues actually beat the Jets 4-2. I remember that series going to 6. What year was that? Was that the year the Blues won? Oh, my goodness. Was that the year the Blues won the Cup? I thought it was around 2019 or 2018. Bro, is that why people have been saying that it's like the same shit? Like, it literally is giving me deja vu with how the Blues are acting. Oh my god. The Blues, holy shishka mishka. Guys, it was 2019. It was literally 2019. I'm not even shitting you. Oh my god. Imagine the Blues just repeat. Bro, history tends to repeat itself, folks. Bro. Look at this chat. 2019, first round. Blues beat the Jets in 6 games. Oh my. And the Jets were the higher seed that year too. Holy. That would go nuts. Imagine the scenes. If the Jets are President's Trophy winners, so there could be a curse. There could be a jinx. Oh my. Imagine. Anyways, we got 185 people in here, guys. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Again, get your predictions in for this game. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. It's always fun to get a poll going. And make sure you comment if you think the Habs will get a point. Love that we always, like, it's not even puck drop and we have almost 200 people in here. You guys are amazing. Matt's in the chat says, hey, Johnny, I'm so excited for the Battle of Ontario. Things do feel a little different for the Leafs this year, but I think it's going to be a hard fought. Wouldn't be surprised if it went 7. No one should be surprised if that goes 7. Ryan says Blue Jackets deja vu, going to sweep the Caps. Whoa. Maha says Colorado winning this year, might as well start packing for Cancun. Brand says Canes need to win for their 4th straight 100-point season. With the young guys out there, I could see them balling out. Yeah, if I'm Montreal, I wouldn't take them lightly. Obviously, they're not going to. But Stingy says, I just hope Sens fans don't get drowned out by goalies go in our building. Stinging, a lot of people have been talking about that. I'm going to be curious to see if the Sens organization try to stop Leaf fans from getting in there. Or, like, go based on postal code or something. Born to be a Habs in here. Blake, what's going on? Again, guys, if I haven't said hi to you yet, just make sure you drop another comment. I want to make sure I'm saying hi to all the viewers, everyone that's commenting, because obviously I really appreciate that. Like, you guys are spending your time hanging out, watching hockey together, and yeah, it's also just cool to interact. So, hey, thank you so much, guys. I think a few people just subscribed. It's a little delayed, but let us know if you just subscribed if you're a new viewer. I really appreciate it. So, there we go. We are at 55.6. Let's go. And we just surpassed 200 people in the chat. Let's go. Who's ready for this game? I'm excited. I think this is going to be a sweet game. I think the implications are high. Stakes are high. And as someone just said, yeah, Carolina's looking for their 100-point season. Montreal is looking for a ticket into the 2025 Stanley Cup playoffs. Legodly, yeah, I went to a Leafs tailgate back in a few times. Back in like 2017, 2018. Firewhite says, what kind of reaction would I get if I wore a Bruins jersey to a Sens Leafs playoff game in Ottawa? You might get beat up. I know, not actually. But Rick Smith, hi Roxanne. Hello Henry. Elaine says, go Habs, go. Brandon says, I also feel like nothing to lose. The Canes are going to be playing looser than normal. It might be higher scoring than a normal Canes game. Maybe. Abby says, got my meatballs passed already. Come on, Habs. Andrew's in the chat. Daddy Habs says, Davidoff. Game-winning goal. Called to hear. Jacket says, please beat the Habs for the Jackets. Brandon says, wouldn't surprise me if it's like an 8-5 final. I got my Jackets jersey somewhere here. Should I put it up? Or will Habs fans get mad at me? It's somewhere. I don't know where it is right now. But I got my Blue Jackets jersey somewhere back here. EG says, hey, my non-playoff Western bracket is Utah versus Sharks and Canucks versus Ducks, Flames versus Kraken, Predators versus Blackhawks. Let's see. Legaldi says 99% chance he would get hit. Oh, you're referencing if Buddy in the chat would wear a Bruins jersey, eh? To a Leafs Sens game. Ryan says, every goal Canes get a Habs fans. Bro, Ryan, you're crazy, bro. Ryan's off the friggin' rocker in the chat, man. Nah, Henry. Leafs do not play Saturday. 250 the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Who's fired up? Who's fired up? Let's go, Adam. Let's go. I'm going to share the stream, guys, on Instagram now. If you guys haven't yet, I really, really appreciate you sharing the stream. Make sure you guys at me. I'll follow you back if you share it especially. So, let me know. Let's go. Here we go. Get your predictions in the chat. Puck drops coming up. All right. 250 people in here. Thank you for hanging out. Benjamin says, hi, John. Heading off to watch the game. Go Habs, go. Hey, Benjamin, you know you're always welcome here. If you want to keep the stream open and just listen, I appreciate you hanging out. But, yeah, Firewagon, thanks for being here. Like I said, if you want to keep the stream open, mute it, hang out, and then every commercial break you can come back or whatever. It's your call. But like I said, I'll be showing guys live highlights. So, for example, I'll show you guys what it will look like. Try to pull it up here. It might not work right now, but let me see. So it'll look like this. It'll look like that. So it's on commercial break right now, but like obviously I'm watching live. 20, 30 seconds after the goal scores, we'll try to show a quick highlight, and then obviously cut back to the play-by-play. Is that all right with you guys? I think that works. Why not? Hey, Rick, I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Hey, Rick, appreciate you sharing the merch as well. Yeah, a lot of people have been like, here's the thing. There's been criticism of ESPN, but then at the same time, like ESPN Plus, it's pretty clutch. Ronnie says, what's up, man? Born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, a few years before the team was even established. This has been one of the most insane and heart-wrenching seasons of all time. Glad to finally care again. Ronnie, really appreciate you being here. I was just saying, I got my Blue Jackets jersey hanging out somewhere back there, but I hope you subscribe and hang out, Ronnie. It's gonna be a good, but stressful night for a lot of people, for sure. Benoit says, go Habs, go! Mark, how's it going? Allow it. Autumn says, love and hope from Columbus. Appreciate you being here. Here we go! Hype in the chat! Here we go! Wow! Here we go! Woo! There we go. Elliot says, go Habs, go. We got 300 in the chat. Can we get some 300 hype, guys? Everyone spam 300. I'm giving you the permission to spam 300 in the chat right now. Yo, Avatar just gifted 3 memberships. Adam gets a membership. Blended. William. Love Mika. Mass. Memberships for everyone. Wow. You're amazing, Avatar. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. That's pretty hype. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty hype. Avatar, I appreciate you big time. Here we go. And again, guys, if you want to follow me on X or Instagram, definitely reach out. This is going to be crazy, guys. Can you see? Woo! Let's go. We got 300 people in here. Who's ready to watch the game? Hashtag show the game in the chat. TT Pierre, let's go. Who's ready? What's up, Bryles? Here we go. Woo! Puck drop coming up. Oh, Canada. If you can stand, stand. I can't stand it. You guys will be seeing me in some short shorts if I stand. So I got my got the gym shorts rocking for a live stream. We got 320 people in here, guys. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new. I really appreciate the support. We'll get the game going right after national anthems. And if you guys, hey, want to support a great hockey channel, please let's get to 100 likes before puck drop. Yo, Darkness, I bet, man. I got a lot of Blues fans that I know well that were so hyped after yesterday. We got 350 in the chat. You guys are actually amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Avatar says, John, I got the game on one screen and your stream on another. Avatar, you are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Avatar hyping the chat. That's awesome. That's the shit I just eat up. I love it. Even if you guys need to step away to watch the game and you just keep the stream open and you just like kind of listen in, or I even like have so much respect. I have a couple friends that they tell me like they'll watch the game, but they'll mute me. They obviously keep the stream open because they want to support me and like it helps keep the numbers up, the viewers up. And then when it hits commercial break, they just unmute me and they listen. And then same thing with intermission. So I appreciate you guys big time. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Blended, I'm so sorry. Food poisoning is the worst. I had like food poisoning a few months back. It was the worst. Hey, Darkness. You're the best. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know people do that, and I don't take offense to that. Like you're supporting the stream. You're keeping the numbers up. I appreciate it big time. Yeah, Mark, you can mute me, no problem, guys. You can mute me, no problem, and you come back during commercial breaks and intermissions. But also, if you are able to sync the stream with what you're watching, you get my play-by-play and reactions at the same time, so it's kind of like we're watching the game together. Here we go, guys. Last time for predictions. Give me a 1 in the chat if you think Carolina's going to win. 2 in the chat for Montreal to win. 3 in the chat if you think Montreal's going to get at least a point to secure their spot in the playoffs. And we are underway. Like I said, guys, I'll be rolling live highlights on the stream as I can. All right, here's Montreal. Quick start. Oh, my God. Jake Evans was looking for the quick one. Joel Armia, Jake Evans in the offensive zone for Montreal. It is a crazy atmosphere in Montreal at the Bell Center. Jamie, thank you so much for subscribing, and we get a whistle.
Remember, look at this list. We heard David Amber say this is 50% of their goals. That's a lot of guys to have on the lineup, but they've heard that right. They have back-to-back games tonight and tomorrow in Ottawa, and then the playoffs are going to start for them. So yeah, they're not going to play their guys through back-to-back games that take them right into the playoffs. They've heard that right. Unfortunately for the Columbus Blue Jackets, they have to sit there and watch this go down tonight and hope that this lineup for Carolina can take down Montreal Canadiens.
As you guys can see, these are the scratches tonight for Carolina. The Hurricanes resting a lot of guys. All right. Hurricanes now working in the offensive zone. Montreal got away with one there. That could have been a penalty. It was a trip in the corner. Uh-oh. Jesperi Kotkaniemi with the puck. Could he be a thorn in the side for Montreal? Mike Matheson trying to break out the puck for Montreal. Habs fans are loud in the Bell Center. Cole Caulfield will play it back to Matheson. The Habs are trying to just get a reset in the neutral zone, in the defensive zone here. They're back in the defensive zone now. Matheson trying to open things up for the Habs. It's Gallagher. He'll play it forward. That took a deflection. It's a heavy forecheck here for Montreal. Christian Dvorak looking in front to Anderson. And he couldn't get a shot off. Quick stick check there. Christian Dvorak's been great for Montreal down the stretch. And that's not something you could have said a few months ago. Dvorak once again, this third line for Montreal. Gallagher waiting in front off the side of the net. This third line's buzzing. But a giveaway here by Dvorak, and it's Logan Stankoven with the puck for Carolina. And another giveaway. Here comes Josh Anderson back with it. Anderson in front. Dvorak deflected it wide. Oh, my. We got to show that replay. Here's Line into the offensive zone. We'll show the replay here in a second. In front, Line and he lost the puck. This was the replay. Look in front, just deflected wide. There you go. That's the kind of highlight. Hey, can we get W's in the chat for that kind of coverage? You're getting live highlights. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, Line almost got a chance there. He gets tied up. And Kochetkov freezes it up for Carolina. The goaltending, Kochetkov and Montembeault. Here we go. Here we go. We're 20 likes away from 100, guys. If we can get there, that'd be great. Jankowski against Newhook to the right of Kochetkov. Jankowski wins the draw for Carolina. Here come the Hurricanes. It's Jack Roslovic, a drop pass. Jankowski looking in front. That was intended towards Svechnikov. That got blocked. Another chance. Hit a body in front. Another one. And Montembeault will freeze it up. Nothing crazy. Nothing Montembeault can't handle there.
Technically, this isn't even a must-win. Montreal doesn't win this game. Columbus can still only get a point tomorrow or lose, and Montreal gets in. So,
P. Ryan, what's going on? Ricky Martin says, I guess Sebastian Aho must have had a middle name that starts. Let's see. Lapine says, go Habs, go. Elvis has loved the live highlights. Well, I hope you stick around in the live chat then. Appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button would be nice. Metal, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it.
the worst won't happen. For the Montreal Canadiens, it's been a really good start. It's only 2.5 minutes. They're skating well. They're moving the puck well. And that's a good sign for the
Thank you to everyone that's hitting that subscribe button. It's really great motivation, too, just to keep pumping the streams and videos. All right, Montreal gets it out, back into the Hurricane zone. Again, guys, I'm a one-man show, right? I'm doing live play-by-play. I'm producing the show. I'm getting the live shots going. Shots are 1-0 in favor of Carolina. And at the end of the day, guys, Montreal, I'm watching this right now. That's a second trip that the refs have let go. So Montreal got away with a couple trips so far. The refs are keeping the whistles out of their mouth. And we got a go Habs, go chant going. In front! Oh, Montreal! Almost gets on the board. They got to get more shots on net. A lot of shots hitting the side of the net. Not materializing so far. Finally there was their first shot on net. So shots are even at 1 apiece. And finally, it'll be Caden Guhle to reset for Montreal. Caden Goule's had some big hits recently. And basically have led to fights, essentially. The open ice hit on John Tavares recently that led to a fight with him against Max Domi. Here we go, Montreal. Nick Suzuki off to the left side for Juraj Slafkovsky. Now to the right. It's Lane Hudson. Scores! It's Caden Guhle! Caden Guhle scores! And Montreal is up 1-0! It looked like he was going to feed it to Lane Hudson to the left. He feeds it to the right to Caden Guhle. And Guhle through the screen beats Kochetkov. And Montreal's up 1-0. Habs fans, how you feeling? Who's ready for the highlight? Craziness. Here we go. All right, I'll show you guys the highlight. Slafkovsky passes it across to Guhle, and Guhle scores. This is the Guhle goal. Look through the screen. There you go. And Guhle celebrates with his teammates. Boom! Not bad, eh? That's a nice high IQ play from Caden Guhle there. Yo, W's to the live highlights, guys. W's. Chris, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. You guys saw it all right? It came in clear, the highlight? Let me know, mods. Let me know, chat. Hashtag show the game. Lee Moss, what's going on? Shots are now 2 apiece. But how many times have I seen like either Slavkovsky or Suzuki work their way back to the blue line, feed it off to Lane Hudson? Nope, that time he feeds it to the right for Caden Guhle coming in hot. Keith Hanlon, good to see you in the chat. Oh, in front Suzuki, glove save by Kochetkov. Yeah, LV, it's not going to be perfect, right? Because I'm producing it. I also have to wait until it's not a live element anymore, right? Ricky Martin, appreciate you being here. Keith Hanlon, big shout out. Metal, thank you so much for subscribing. Guys, we are 10 likes away from 100. Again, it's free to subscribe, free to hit the like button. It just supports the channel. So if you can do that for me, I won't ask for anything else. It's the free way to support the channel. All right. Back to action here. We're only 5 minutes into this first period. Montreal's looking good so far. Patty Laine to the high slot! Oh my! Demidov almost scored. He just missed that far post. And here's Ivan Demidov with the puck again. He'll play it down low for Laine. Now it's Newhook at the half wall. To the point. Struble. Demidov. And Demidov lost the puck. He got stick checked and it's going to go all the way back to the Montreal Canadiens zone. But oh my Demidov. I need to change my hat. What am I going to change it to? All right, stretch pass. LV, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. You don't see a subscribe button? Keith, it's below where you're watching. I don't know if you're... Let us know if you're watching on your phone or tablet. You might be watching on something else, but if you're on your phone or tablet, it's below where you're watching. Or you can just search up Hot Take Hockey on YouTube, and you should be able to subscribe. Victoria, what's going on? A Bulldogs hat? I can throw on a Bulldogs hat. Should I represent? Represent! Let's go! Yo, can we get W's? That's a represent. I'm down. I'll never shy away from wearing dogs. Let's go. Arbor Jack Guy, former Brantford Bulldog. Sorry, Arbor Jack Guy, former Hamilton Bulldog. Florian Jack Guy, former Brantford Bulldog. That's why I hesitated. I was like, what am I saying right now? Yeah, Arbor, former Hamilton Bulldog. Florian, former both. Well, guys, I just realized we have 400 people in the live chat. You guys are amazing. Bad colors? Come on, it's an OHL team. We're not talking NHL here. All right, so most people think the Habs are going to win. We have over 400 in the chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. We had almost 400 votes on that poll. That's awesome. And we are 2 likes away from hitting 100 likes. So thank you to everyone that's doing that. It's Alex Carrier with the reset here for Montreal behind Montembeault. He'll play it to the right side. Stretch pass forward. Deflected. Suzuki couldn't handle that. Now stopped behind the net by Kochetkov. Oh, in front! Oh, Jake Evans almost scored. Jake Evans was at the back door waiting for that pass from Suzuki. Now it's forward here for Carolina. Hurricanes in the offensive zone. Under 13 to go in this first period, and Lane Hudson gets hit hard in the corner. No response from Montreal. And Walker will keep it in for Carolina. It's behind the net. Pass in front! Oh, the Hurricanes almost with a quality chance of their own. And finally, puck played out to the neutral zone. Nick Suzuki will glove it down and settle things down for the Canadiens as both teams will go for a change. Suzuki now leaves it for Guhle. He'll go off for a change himself. Rosa, what's going on? Hudson just got rocked. Yes. What's up, Jordan? What's up, Singara? Every time you scream, I think they score. Hey, you'll know when they score. It's going to be even crazier than that. Oh, side of the net. Carolina's working it in the offensive zone. Long shot. Great blocker save there by Montemo. And the reason I say great blocker save is he had a bit of a screen in front of him. Outside of that, fairly routine. Now puck behind the net for Jack Roslovic. Svechnikov's in front of the net. He fell. Or sorry, that's Jankowski. Jankowski fell. And here comes Montreal with the counter. It's Patty Laine. Great pass. Demidov! Oh! What a move by Demidov. He almost scored short side. The Habs fans are going nuts in the Bell Center. Oh my God, I thought Demidov just scored a highlight reel. Little inside, outside, back inside, almost scored short side. Now it's Caulfield. Back to the blue line for Matheson. Matheson a shot, and that's blocked by Jankowski, and Carolina will get the puck out. Oh my. Hey Chuck, how's it going? Crazy. You guys want to see that Demidov highlight? That was nuts. That was crazy. Oh my God, stretch pass for Caulfield. Caulfield just missed. Caulfield's got to hit the net there. Yeah, Kochetkov may have gotten a piece of it, but oh my, Cole Caulfield breakaway, and he can't put Montreal up 2-0. Are you kidding me? I thought that was for sure a Montreal 2-0 lead. Wow. That's crazy, guys. I'll pull up the highlight for you guys so we can see it, but that was kind of nuts. So first we'll look at the so it is commercial break, guys. Let's look at the Demidov highlight there because that was kind of crazy, and then we'll look at the Caulfield breakaway here.
This just in. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
That's correct. It's now even easier to create your own unique bet. You could choose any market, like hits, run line, totals.
I don't know why my broadcast is being slow.
With our same game parlay,
Okay, here we go.
choice is truly yours.
I got it. I got it.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Golden Knights, Canucks, tonight on Sportsnet 360 and Sportsnet Pacific. Well, the Hurricanes blitz Harry is going to lower the boom on Lane Hudson. As I said, you don't see this often, and you don't want to see it as he goes in often. That right shoulder, those are sometimes can be dangerous. And how about this play here? Watch his shifting of gears.
All right, you guys ready for the Demidov highlight?
Moves forward, he picks up speed. You think he's slowing down, but he's picking up speed moving forward. He is a gear shifter. He's good at it. And how about the bank pass from Matheson off the wall right into the middle to Caulfield on
All right, we're coming back from commercial break. I'll show the highlight here so you guys can see it.
scoring chances by Demidov and Caulfield. You'd like to see another one go in and create even more.
Here we go. So this was the Lane Hudson hit. He got smoked.
Caulfield looking for his
And this is the Demidov move. Look at the Demidov move here, guys.
goal against Carolina.
Oh! I thought he scored there, bro. Oh my goodness. And then this is the Caulfield breakaway.
His team has to compartmentalize anxiety, angst, worry,
Oh,
situation, all those
oh my God. So Kochetkov did get a piece of it. Kochetkov did get a piece of it.
A lot of guys are getting their first run at this. This is not something they've done before. So this is a great learning experience for a lot of these guys. And then the next step is you get into the playoffs.
That's crazy. I thought Caulfield just missed, but it was like Kochetkov was so casual getting the blocker on it.
Young players into stars that they're going to be for your organization and moving forward. Important games.
Hey, Ricky, appreciate you. Brandon, appreciate you. You guys saw the highlight all right? Dubs in the chat if you guys saw those highlights all right. Conrad Hamilton here. Let's go, Conrad. Appreciate you being here. Dylan says that hit on Hudson is a hit from behind all day. He's seen Lane's numbers the whole way. Yeah, Dylan, it was definitely a rough hit for sure. James says, thanks for the live. I appreciate you being here. All right, under 11 to go in this first period. Montreal up 1-0. Thanks to that goal from Caden Guhle. We've got almost 500 people in the chat. All right, Christian Dvorak going after it in the corner. Svechnikov back after it. Gallagher with the pressure. And finally, Carolina will get it up high in the air into the neutral zone. Here come the Canes. A draw pass. Taylor Hall trying to go after it. Taylor Hall, the side of the net! Was looking in front for Kotkaniemi, and that got past him. Now out to the half wall for Walker. Walker behind the Montreal net in front! And another stick check, another one in front, scores! The Hurricanes tie it up! It's Taylor Hall! It may have gone off a body in front, but regardless, the Hurricanes have tied this one up. And yes, I'm watching it back. It may have gone off of Caden Guhle, either Caden Guhle or Svechnikov in front of the net. Taylor Hall turns. It definitely takes the deflection. We're going to look at the replay here. Let's look at the highlight here, guys. That took a deflection for sure. But right now they're giving it to Taylor Hall. Let's take a look. So Svechnikov's in front of the net there. Let's see, does it go off of him? I don't know, hard to see. But it was Taylor Hall. Oh, Armia got, was that a hook? It's going to be a Montreal power play. Here we go. The Habs are getting a power play with a chance to regain the lead. Again, guys, big reminder, all Montreal needs in this one is a point. So they can hold on with a tie and just get a point and still be in the playoffs. But thank you to the 450 guys in the chat. Brandon says Hall was the best part of that trade for the Canes. He has gelled so well. Yeah, he has definitely gelled well. All right, guys, predictions. Yay or nay, do you think Montreal's going to score on this power play? Get your picks in the chat. And who you think may score. I think Caulfield's due. I do think Caulfield's due. He did score, well, I was about to say he scored that tying goal the other night against Chicago, but it went off Slavkovsky. But, yeah, we'll see. I should just mute the sound when it's on commercial break. Blended says power play merchant Line A is going to score. Makar, appreciate you being here. Elliot says Line A time. There we go. But thank you guys. Let us know if you're a new viewer, and more importantly, let us know where you're watching from. I want you guys all to give your hometown, or if you just want to say country or city, whatever it is, give yourselves a shout in the chat where you're watching from. And maybe you're on vacation. I know someone in the chat, I think it's Ricky, is watching in Dominican. Jordan Campbell, thanks for being here. But yeah, definitely if you could, guys, please hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so. I know we've gained like already 20 subscribers on this stream, so I'm very thankful for you guys. All right, we're back from commercial break. Mark is watching from Spain. Kendrick from Nunavut. Brandon from North Carolina. Stephanie from Seattle. Jordan from Calgary. If I missed you guys, just drop it again in the chat. Avi from Mass. Blended. Felix from Quebec City. Genesis from Montreal. Chris watching from Dubai. Henry, London, Ontario. Derek, New Jersey. We got Jeff Brad in the chat. Jim. Some London, Ontario represent. Wake County, there you go. Thailand. Ryan from Toronto. Lopine. We got some people in Dominican on vacation, eh? There you go. All right, under 10 to go in this first period. Montreal in the power play. Give me a sec. All right. Cornelius from Erie, PA. That's a great shout. All right. 1:35 left on the Montreal power play. Suzuki tries to play it to the point. That's given away. That's not like Suzuki. Jankowski now shorthanded for Carolina. He'll just leave it behind the Montreal net and go off for a change. 1:20 left on the Habs power play. What's going on, Mark? We got 470 in the chat. You guys are amazing. It's been great. We're only in the first period, and we got this kind of vibe in the chat. You guys are awesome. Oh, Line, great pass to Hudson! And his shot attempt went off a stick and out of play. Oh, Lane Hudson had the lane. See what I did there? Lane had the lane. Yeah, he was like right at the gut. It looked like he had a good chance. And I think that's actually kind of why he shot there. Because I think a lot of people would have thought he'd pass it off to the right side for Cole Caulfield. Nah, he tries to go for the shot up the gut. But it goes off a stick. Guys, someone tell Mile High to refresh. I have it 1-1. I have it 1-1 up there. Mile High is probably behind. Hey, Benjamin, it's your first time watching? Well, I hope you subscribe and stick around. More Habs content to come. Troy's just sitting here in a parking lot in Ohio. Thanks for the updates until I get home. Big shout out to you, Troy. I appreciate you being here. I'll keep the updates coming. And it's another penalty against Carolina. It's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for the Habs. Habs fans, where are you at? Are they going to reverse it? The refs are talking.
He swings back and he misses it, and then his top hand pushes it. It's a penalty. And
Let's see.
you could say it's
Tyson Jost, did he move his hand? He did.
but his motion of his hand moving forward goes.
His hand was on the stick.
You did it on purpose. These guys are sharp.
You know what?
There's no penalty on the play. The white center is ejected.
No,
I don't understand that.
no penalty on the play is kind of crazy in my eyes. That rule is that rule is so gray area because he has his hand on the stick. He doesn't remove his hand off the stick, but he still moves the puck forward with his hand.
That was accidental. He was just going down. Didn't mean to hit the puck. But I would tend to disagree with that.
That's debatable. So it's not a 5-on-3. They take the penalty off the board. Wes McCauley didn't want to get beat up by Rod Brindamore post-game. I'll leave it to that. That's kind of crazy, but I'll leave the chat. The chat can have their opinion on that one. We got almost 500 people in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I was going to say it disappeared already, but that's kind of crazy. Chuck, it's like a coffee drink. I was like dead tired before this game, so I just figured I needed the boost. Peep says that in their own zone is lethal for the Habs. It needs to be addressed in the offseason. Yeah, I mean, Peeps, it's definitely getting better. Oh, what a move by Newhook. Habs have 20 seconds left on the power play. To the high slot for Matheson. Now working to the blue line. He'll feed it to the left for Suzuki. Suzuki tries to play it into the corner. Gallagher, Newhook, looking across, and that hit a body, and the Hurricanes will clear it, and that's going to be just about it for the Hurricanes penalty. So huge kill for the Hurricanes. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Shots 6-3 for Montreal. It's a 1-1 game. Goals from Caden Guhle for Montreal, and as far as we know, Taylor Hall for the Carolina Hurricanes. And guys, I have a little secret to tell you. We have 500 in the live chat. Can I just say, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. W's in the chat, 500 hype in the chat. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are subscribed and hang out. I announce 500 and then people leave, but it's okay. That's usually how it goes. I just got to be quiet about it. No jinx. Hey, Chuck, you're great. I appreciate you big time. Mike, how's it going? Jake's still in the chat. Great to see you. And thank you, Rick. Yeah, Rick's dropping the merch link in the chat. I don't shout that out too much, but Rick's super kind, so I really appreciate it. Anyways, my game clock is a little bit behind, guys, so apologies for that. We got 7:25 left in the first period. Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? Like, if you don't clinch tonight, it's such a mental, I don't want to say mental health conversation, but it's so mentally draining to watch something tomorrow night to like determine your fate in terms of playoffs or not, and it's completely out of your control. So tonight, it's in Montreal's control. We'll see if they can get the win. This is basically like a Game 7 for Montreal. Right? It's a do-or-die game. Heineman loses the puck. The Hurricanes will get it out. Kotkaniemi loses it. Now Guhle to the right side. The Habs can't break the puck out. Carrier back for it. Carrier, a stretch pass here for Jake Evans. He was pressured, so he'll play it back for Guhle for another reset here coming for Montreal. Caden Guhle, the sole goal scorer for Montreal so far in this game. He'll swing it around the right boards. Stretched forward, and going after it is Josh Anderson. Anderson behind the net on the reverse in front! And it was sitting there. Dvorak and Gallagher trying to go after the puck, and Kochetkov will leap after it and get the glove on it. Wow. This is the play, guys. Look, sitting in front, and Kochetkov jumps on it. Sorry, I'll show it in a second. If it shows the highlight. There we go. Sitting in front, Kochetkov jumps on it. All right, just over 6 minutes left. This could be a break for Montreal. Caulfield waiting. Suzuki! Oh! He gets stick checked. He can't get the shot off. Now it's a stretch pass forward. Logan Stankoven for Carolina. Stankoven behind the net. Waiting. Stankoven still with it. Good edge work against Lane Hudson here. And great defensive play by Lane Hudson to break that up. But Montreal still can't get the puck out. And finally, Caulfield does. What a steal by Caulfield with Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky fans on it. Oh my! What a play by Cole Caulfield, and Slafkovsky misses the puck. Juraj Slafkovsky. Costly. Wow. Habs fans are not happy with Juraj right now. I can tell you that for free. Juraj would have been all alone with a chance to put the Habs up 2-1. Puck bouncing now in the neutral zone. Caden Guhle going back after it. Now it's Brandon Gallagher. Gallagher waiting in front for Josh Anderson, and it was just behind him. Now Carolina with the counter. Tyson Jost to the left side. It's a sauce pass. Good stick and skate there by Caden Guhle. And Guhle knocks his man down. Now Christian Dvorak in the corner. He was pressured. And finally the Habs will get it out. It's a race for it. Great stick there by Josh Anderson. Man, Anderson's working on the forecheck. Anderson still with it. Down low, Dvorak couldn't handle that, and the Hurricanes will get it up and get it out to the neutral zone. Hey, Legodley, I appreciate the kind words. Old school, Chris Ruth, thanks for being here, guys. Trying to read comments when I can. Gendron, Ellie, thanks for being here. 4:20 left in the first period. 4:20, smoke them if you got them. Demidov getting a hit in there for Montreal. Wow. Now Jack Roslovic for Carolina in the offensive zone. Across for Brent Burns. Burns a long shot that was blocked. And Carolina will have to go back for a reset. New hook on the forecheck. Carolina gets it through the neutral zone, but now back in the possession of Montreal. Lane Hudson. Hudson now to Laine. That got broken up, and Hudson will have to retreat and hit a reset. Now Laine. Pressure there by Brent Burns. Laine, man, he's too stationary sometimes. Here comes Ivan Demidov. Laine fans on it. He swings it back down low. New hook in front! And he got kind of stick checked there, so a weak shot on net, and Kochetkov will freeze up. Buddy says, Viva Hurricanes. Chuck Halifax. I appreciate that, Chuck. I'm in Ontario. In the GTA. All right, commercial break. I'll mute it so we can hear ourselves here. What do you guys think? We got 475 in the chat. New York represent. There you go. Carmela says, good luck to my nephew, Dom. Big shout out to Dom. Yeah, I think, how many games does he play this year? It's crazy. I don't know why this, like, tab's not loading for me, but I think the stream's working fine. I hope. Let me know, guys. I think the stream's working fine. But let me just search it up while I have it here. Sorry. Because he was like a... I want to say he was like a 3rd round pick, if I had to take a guess. 4th round pick, maybe? We'll see. He was a 3rd round pick. That's good. That's a good shout. I can't believe he's only 5'7". I don't even think it's like zooming in, but yeah, this is his debut. In 66 games with the Chicago Wolves this season, he has 32 points. Not bad. Yeah, like that's the thing, guys. Like for people that are just joining the stream, we showed it earlier, but the Hurricanes have like 8 of their regular roster players scratched tonight. So they're resting like 8 of their main roster players. They have NHL debuts happening tonight. So, yeah. Montreal, there's not really excuses at this point, right? You just got to get a point, and you're in the playoffs. How are the Bulldogs doing? They're in the 2nd round against the Oshawa Generals. They're currently up 2-1 in the series. They play tomorrow night again in Oshawa. Fabio, I will say, yeah, talking to a lot of Habs fans, the Habs have played down to their opponent's level this year quite a few times. Off the face-off, Lane Hudson tried to fire it towards the net. As you can tell, we're back from commercial break. Shots are 10-3 now for Montreal. Really testing Kochetkov, but only 1 goal to show for. What's going on, Mark? Yeah, definitely an unlucky goal against. Everything Battles, how's it going? Thanks for being here. All right, Suzuki now on the left side. Carolina trying to play it forward. It's a bouncer. Roslovic, bad giveaway. Here comes Suzuki. Suzuki, he got cornered pretty quickly there. Now Matheson, back up to the blue line for Carrier. A long shot in a body. Slafkovsky looking for the rebound. And that gets broken up. And Carolina will get it back to the Montreal zone. And that's going to be an icing against the Hurricanes. Well, Dylan, I'm going to say this because I'm biased. But if I had to go to the other conference, obviously the London Knights are stacked per. But, yeah, we'll see. London. Here's the thing. Erie's great. And Erie smacked Saginaw. And the London Knights are still 3-0 over Erie in that series, so. So, Chuck, after the fact, I can show clips. I can't have, like, a running live stream of the game, or else I'd get banned. So, like, after the fact, I can show a 5-second clip. That's what I've been told. But, yeah, like, obviously, if I show live elements or show the game live, that's called copyright. Jen says, go Canadiens. Let's go, Jen. Thanks for being here. Jen subscribed. Thank you, Jen. Big shout out to Jen in the chat. All right. Puck sent all the way back into the neutral zone. Just over 2 minutes left in this first period. Hockey boy, what's going on? Rains in the chat says if Montreal gets hot in the playoffs, I wouldn't be shocked to see an upset. We'll see. They still got to get a point here. Carolina putting on the pressure in Montreal zone. Savard now will play it forward for Heineman. And looked for Armia. That was out of his reach, and that's going to be an icing, a costly one against Montreal. Evan, how's it going? Henry, how's it going? Oh, Jen, Ivan Demidov's looking unreal. Like, if I'm a Chicago or Anaheim fan, I'm pissed off watching this. I mean, Chicago got Lefshunov, right? And I think Lefshunov's going to be a good piece for them. They want to build a good defense group. But at the same time, Demidov next to Bedard for the next 20 years. Ali says, go Habs, go. Thanks, Ali, for being here. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. Mark says, question, Carolina is locked into their position right now. They have really nothing to play for. Am I right on that? I mean, Mark, yeah, on the surface, they have nothing to play for, but they have 8 of their regulars scratched, so they have a lot of young guys trying to prove themselves in this game. So that's the caveat. That's the flip side. Sure, as a team, but I was also going to say, I'm pretty sure the Hurricanes, chat, help me out. Are the Hurricanes at like 98 or 99 points? So, like, they're also playing for a 100-point season. Not that it really matters. Like, trust me, I don't think they're focused on that. I'm just saying that, like, they have a lot of young guys trying to prove themselves, and I think they're playing for a 100-point season. I think someone also confirmed that earlier. Nick says, Leafs fan here, go Habs. Oh, there you go, Nick. Buddy says the pressure's on the Habs. Dvorak now collects the puck in the corner in the defensive zone. Puck forward. We got under a minute to go in this first period. Brent Burns being pressured there by Josh Anderson in the Hurricane zone. To the right of Kochetkov. Now Guhle will try to play it around the corner. And Gallagher keeps it in! A shot! That's blocked in front. 30 left in the first period. Is my shot counter accurate? It is accurate, yes. Sports Guy Talk, thanks for being here. Under 10 seconds to go. Last chance for the Hurricanes. Orlov tries to spin and play it in front. That's broken up. High up in the air. 3, 2, 1. Is there going to be a penalty there at the end? No, it's just a hand pass. But that's going to be it for the first period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Goal scorers, Caden Guhle for Montreal. Taylor Hall for Carolina. Let's go, guys. W's in the chat. And then we're going to get some people leaving. We're going to get the people that are watching the game maybe in the arena or wherever back in for intermission. So we'll get set for the second period. But after 20, it's even. Again, guys, if you haven't yet, if I haven't read your comment, let us know where you're watching from. I'm always curious to see where the viewers are watching from. So let us know. Yeah, let's just chat. Let's just have a good Q&A and some good chats for, as you said, yeah, 17, 18 minutes. Piccolina says, it's okay. The Islanders will win tomorrow night. Ooh. So you're saying the Habs don't need to do anything tonight. They can trust the Isles blindly. They can trust the Isles. All right. Nick's from Kingston, Ontario. Gendron, New York, represent. Rangers fan. Sang from BC. Avatar from Colorado. Ali, Montreal, represent. Aya says Montreal represent as well. There you go. Love to see it. And guys, if we can get 200 likes by the second period puck drop, I would really appreciate it. Therm, I haven't seen the update on that yet, but I could have missed it. But yeah, like I said, guys, it's easy to drop a like. It's free to like and subscribe. More likes mean more interactions in the chat, more viewers. So if you guys could just hit that thumbs up and subscribe below where you're watching, it's easy to do. You don't got to pay a dime. So I appreciate all the support. Monday's game was stressful. Oh, I know. I know. Yeah, I think we're close to 150 likes, but 200 likes before the second period starts, that would be golden. That would definitely be golden. Ali, you subbed. Thank you so much, Ali. I appreciate you. Hey, thank you, Mark. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, I just saw it. We're at 160 now. Hey, Fabio. Thank you so much. Fabio's a new subscriber. Thank you, Fabio. Let us know where you're watching from, your favorite team. I appreciate you. And the sub count I just saw jumped a few, so thank you to everyone that just subscribed. Mark says, no way. Columbus is hot. We got to get it done tonight. Yeah, Columbus had 2 dominating victories over Washington. and then they just shut out the Flyers. I know the Flyers are poo-poo. Speaking of the Flyers. But yeah, like, the Blue Jackets are hot. I don't think you want to risk it. Paul says, I like to see Columbus make the playoffs for Johnny. Go Canes. Fair enough, Paul. Yeah, I mean, I think I wanted to see Calgary or Columbus go on a Cinderella run. Obviously, Calgary's out, so we'll see what happens. Hockey boy, please don't spam. Nico, thanks for being here. Says, hey, buddy, what do you think of the Edmonton Oilers for the playoffs? Yeah, like, I was all aboard Oilers all the way. I figured it's time for McDavid to get his cup. But with the injuries, Ekholm out, no resolution to the goaltending, I don't know. Like, my gut tells me Edmonton could still make the magic happen. But how I look at it is simply this. If Edmonton is in a 7-game series against the Golden Knights, or frankly even the Colorado Avalanche, do I think they can win? And right now, I'm not so sure. Like, I think if you're in a playoff series against Colorado, the way that the Avalanche are built right now, my X factor for Dallas is, what is Miro Heiskanen's timeline? And again, guys, I've kind of been in and out of the news. I'm more so actually, I've been talking to people more than, if anything, scrolling on X like I have in the past. But has there been a latest update today on Heiskanen? Let me know if I missed something from today. Jakes, yeah, the Canucks. Honestly, I think a lot of people had Canucks in the playoffs over like teams like Ottawa and Montreal, and possibly both of those teams can be in. Ali, how long is the intermission? It's usually max 20. So we're already like we're already a few minutes in. So it should be just over 10 minutes away till we get back to the action. Glenn says, watching from Australia on vacation. We are from Montreal. Well, big shout out to Glenn and the family. Glenn, if you want me to shout out anyone else that's watching, let me know. Big shout out to Glenn. Thanks for tuning in. Ryan says, what do you think of the Battle of Ontario? I'm so pumped. What's your series prediction? Yeah, Ryan. So I was on CP24 live earlier. They didn't ask me for a prediction, but I did say that a couple factors to consider. Of course, Toronto owns Ottawa in terms of history in the playoffs, but Ottawa's won the last 5 season games, and they're 3-0 against Toronto this season. So Ottawa's got their number with this core, but at the same time, 2 things to consider there. One being, Toronto's going to, I think, turn a different dial here going into the playoffs. I think a lot of guys, the way they were playing 3 months ago is very different to how they're playing now. Second factor, too, is I always go based on who's hot and who's not. Well, Anthony Stolarz is 8-0 in his last 8. He's rocking like a stupid, I think it's like a 940 or 950 save percentage in the last few games. And, yeah. So Stolarz is one of the hottest goalies in the league right now. But, hey, Allmark ain't too shabby either. Allmark's had a great second half of the season. I think he's a 911 save percentage on the season. So I think Toronto should be the favorite. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of people picking Ottawa. Like, a lot. Julian from Quebec. Well, welcome, Julian, if you're a new subscriber. Jake's Takes. Thanks for being here. Worst gamer? Who's the worst gamer? John says Toronto in 6 for Ottawa. Thanks, John, for being here. Welcome if you're a new subscriber as well. Lee says, hey, fam. How's it going, Lee? Yeah, Ali, I think Demidov's going to be a star in this league, or at least like a really elite top-line winger. Hey, guys, we just hit 170 likes. We need 30 more people to clutch up and hit that thumbs up. Thanks for being here. Mikey, it's on intermission right now. So, do you guys want me to show the commercials? Who wants to see? Hashtag show the commercials in the chat. Should I show the commercials, chat? Should I show the commercials? Show the commercials. All right. If you want to see the commercials, I'll show you. You want to see the commercials? Hashtag show the commercials. We want to see the commercials. The commercials! Woohoo! Oh, that's hilarious. Nico, I would not like to see that at all. Senators Outlook. That was a commercial. People in the chat wanted to see the commercial. So we showed a commercial. Energize. Who's the best defenseman in that series? Avatar. Am I tripping? Who's that? Am I dumb? Maybe I'm a dumb. Let me know. But yeah, Nico, thanks for being here. Brendan says quality coverage, like the cutaways to the play, gave you a like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Brendan. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'll keep it going as much as I can, Brendan. Big shout out to Brendan in the chat, guys. Brendan, let me know where you're watching from. But yeah, no, thank you for doing that. And as you kind of just said in your comment, it's liking and subscribing is free. You don't got to pay anything. So just like if you're a hockey fan, and again, I'm putting on my salesman hat right now, but it's the truth. Like I never ask for donations. I never ask for people to buy the merch. It's mostly just, hey, if you're a hockey fan and you're in here and you could subscribe and hit that like and support a hockey channel, that's all I'll ask for. I appreciate it. Glad says love the Nordiques hoodie. Yeah, I got that as a gift. Appreciate it. Shout out to Karina. Peeps says it's better for hockey if Columbus gets in. All right, make your argument, Peeps, because there's a lot of Habs fans in the chat that are going to disagree with you on that. I understand winning for Johnny. Like, trust me. Sometimes that doesn't even feel real. So I'm always like pro keep the Gaudreau's legacy alive, both brothers. So if the Blue Jackets can make it and win for Johnny and maybe win a couple rounds or something like that, that'd be awesome. That'd be a great story. On the hockey side of things, you're probably gonna have a lot of Habs fans disagree with you. Hey, Jake's Takes, I appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. And yeah, guys, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, X, anywhere, that's my handle, at @JohnViveiros_. So feel free to reach out to me. Hey, Mark, I appreciate the kind words. Peeps and Darkness. Darkness has a crazy reason in the chat. It says, easily I want Columbus in over Montreal, mainly because F Montreal. Yo, Darkness, you might have some Habs fans coming after you in the chat. That's hilarious. Terrence, how's it going? Terrence is making a special announcement in the chat. We appreciate the notice. Let's go. Woo! Also, I was going to show you guys this. This was earlier on CP24, guys. I don't know if it'll focus. Maybe not. No, it's not focusing. But you guys can kind of see the Bulldogs represent. I was previewing Battle of Ontario on CP24 earlier. But, yeah. Oh, Lee with the $10 dono says, what do you reckon the Canes are missing for a deep run other than a hot goalie and sandpaper? Watching from Connecticut. Lee, let's go. Big shout out to Lee. Thank you so much for the dono. Let's go, Lee. Let's go. Everyone hype up Lee in the chat. Yeah, you know what? I think the biggest thing for the Canes, and again, might be a lazy answer, but I honestly truly think it's been this, in my opinion, is, and this is the reason why they went after Rantanen, is like that sexy star or like sexy playoff player next to Aho. I've been waiting for Svechnikov to become that. He really hasn't. Aho needs someone. And Rantanen just didn't gel. But like, I'm sure there's someone else. I think that's why Carolina was trying to go after Mitch Marner. Because I think Marner could have been that for Aho. But yeah, I think that's the answer. Like, I think sure, a hot goalie, of course. Like, I don't think they have the star goalie. But like, all it takes is one of Kochetkov or Anderson to get hot. They have the defense. It's just like, I think that sexy player next to Aho, they've been missing. So, and here, don't get me wrong, Aho scored some big goals in the playoffs, but obviously like they've been capped to that conference final. So that's the only thing. Let's go. If Montreal loses, they don't go into the playoffs. If Montreal loses in regulation, they're relying on the Islanders to beat Columbus tomorrow night. So, yeah. Jets with 20-plus shots in the first. Actually, come on. You're screwing around. That's insane. Holy shit. That's actually nuts. YouTube, what's going on? You think the Oilers will win a cup with McDavid? I think so. It's a matter of time. We'll see. Jackets could beat the Isles and still not get in if it's not in regulation. Exactly. Yeah. So, guys, this is the scenario to remind you guys. For Columbus to make the playoffs, they would need Montreal to lose in regulation tonight and for them to win in regulation tonight. And that's why I keep reminding people, like, it's much more likely that Montreal is going to make it than Columbus. And I'm sorry to say that to Blue Jackets fans, but that's the reality of the situation. Like, Montreal could lose in regulation tonight. And, like, the Islanders are going to put up a fight. Like, they would rather play spoiler against the Blue Jackets than the Habs, right? Like, it's a division rival in the Blue Jackets. So, yeah, that's the factor that people need to remember. Let's go. All right. I wanted to share that on Instagram because I think that's kind of cool. Snuck the Bulldogs in there. The Vancouver Canucks are a sport. Yo, we got 500 people in here. Who's ready for the second period? Put your hand up. Who's ready for the second period? Let's go. All right. Hyens is so nervous. Dan says this fight is to play 4 more games. No way Capitals don't sweep. I don't know, Dan. I disagree with you. I think, here's the thing. And again, Capitals fans can get at me for this take, and you guys will see. I'm going to post my bracket challenge video on this channel. So keep an eye on that. I hope you guys all watch that. It's one of my more exciting videos every year. After the finalized matchups are up, I'll be posting that video or recording that video and posting it. I think Washington's been sitting comfortable. And also, this is a hot take. A lot of Caps fans have gotten at me for this take, but this is how I feel. The focus on this year, regardless of if you want to agree or disagree with me, has been the goal record. Ovi passing Gretzky. And sure, the Caps are probably internally also focused on going on a deep playoff run and getting Ovi a second cup. But that's been like, that's what this season is revolved around, is that record. And so I'm just thinking, in my eyes, it's like, Caps have been sitting comfortable. That was the focus. If Montreal or Columbus gets in, and as hot as Columbus has been specifically, but Montreal has the momentum if they can get in tonight. I'm not saying they're going to beat the Caps. I'm just saying they're going to give a run for their money. That's all I'm saying. That's my take. All right, guys, second period is about to start. Give me a 1 in the chat if you think Carolina's going to score next. 2 in the chat for Montreal. Let's get your picks in. Let's go. Also, this is kind of crazy. I'll show you guys this. If they show it again. Maybe they won't. Yeah, here we go. NHL leaders since 4 nations. Robert Thomas, Kucherov, Pasternak, Suzuki. Right there. Pretty crazy, guys. Anyways, we're underway for the second period. Here we go. Morgan says, call me a crazy arsehole. Montreal will beat the Caps. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right. We'll see. Montreal still got to make it in, of course. All right. We'll see if Carolina can get more than 4 shots in this period. All right. Here come the Habs up the ice. Carrier, a stretch pass. See, guys, that went by fast, didn't it? That intermission went by fast. We're having some good conversations. Ooh, to the high slot, and Matheson's shot attempt gets deflected and goes out of play. Yeah, I mean, Matheson takes too long there, and Svechnikov deflects out of play. Yep, I'm getting the play-by-play going. We got 525 in the chat, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Again, let us know if you're new to the channel. Just drop a comment in the chat. Be like, hey, I'm new. I'm watching from here. And I'll get some live highlights rolling as always, guys. So when something big happens, we'll show the highlight. All right, Carolina, stretch pass forward for Taylor Hall. Hall now on the right side, the goal scorer so far for the Canes. Pressured there by Suzuki. Back to the point. A one-timer! That's steered aside. Another chance. Oh, my. Orlov missed, like, by Cody Ceci standards. Here's Taylor Hall out of the corner. Back for Taylor Hall! Oh, just missed! Taylor Hall all alone in the slot. Nick, first-time listener. Let's get some Nick hype in the chat. And thanks again, Jake, for being here. Thanks, HF, for subscribing. Fabio says, I bet $100 that Matheson's hitting 4 shin shots tonight. I love that. That's hilarious. Chuck's is new, first time, good energy, next best thing to have the game on. Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate you. Mike from Dominican. There's so many people in this chat that are watching from Dominican right now. It's the vacation spot. All right, puck back into the neutral zone. David Savard to pick it up for Montreal. Now, I said it. Carolina's got to get more shots. Now they're up to 6 shots on net. Montreal's got to reply with some shots. Ooh. Line sent Finsori down, as the commentator said, and it's a shot there by Carrier, the other Carrier, and Montembeault makes the stop. Hockey Boy watching from Ohio. Hey, thanks, Andrew. I appreciate it. Skylar Brindamore, son of Rod Brindamore. Haven't seen much of him so far in this game, but that was a good zone entry from him. Montreal is 16, 10, and 6 when tied after the first period. So that 6 is more important for this game, right? So basically, in that scenario, Montreal has a great outcome in 22 of the 32 times. Ooh, Heineman trying to center it. Huyen says, let's go Canadiens. Sports Guy Talk, I think Demidov's looking great. Knuckle, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Yeah, Sam, I think the Blues could be an upset candidate against the Jets. A lot of people might disagree with me. Oh, a shot! Glove save by Montembeault! Oh, we're going to have to show that highlight. Montembeault stretches out and makes a massive glove save. Massive, massive, massive glove save for Montembeault. We're going to show this.
Crack at it, and once again, Montembeault just snags that out of the air. I mean, he's a huge key to this game, Montembeault. I mean, he looks really calm and focused, and he has got to keep this thing and keep Carolina off the board and give his team an opportunity to get the lead and play with the lead.
All right, let's show this highlight. We're back to action, but we're going to show the Montembeault save quickly here. Woo! See that flash of the glove? Sorry, guys, I kind of had it framed out a little bit, but it wasn't a crazy save. It was a good save. It was a good save. I don't want to downplay it, but it was all right. All right. Brandon says if Montreal doesn't make the postseason, that leaves Toronto as the only original six team in the mix. Wow, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. And Montembeault, another save. Just over 16 left in the second period.
A little more space than they deserve, and I think they're taking advantage of it, and they're starting to get their legs underneath them. I believe Dvorak thinks this is offside, and they don't clear the zone, but the linesman, I think that Dvorak touched it.
Guys, I'm sorry. I kind of did a reverse jinx on Montreal there. Because I said, hey, Carolina needs to start piling up the shots. Well, all of a sudden, Carolina's up to 10 shots. I would bet the mortgage on Rod Brindamore probably screamed at his team and said, hey, if you don't start firing shots at Montembeault, I might go out there myself and start playing. So Carolina now up to 10 shots. Montreal hasn't produced a shot on net so far in this second period. Almost 5 minutes in. We got 500 people in the chat, guys. Again, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Ooh, Matheson, another shin shot. Who said that in the chat? Another shot from Matheson into the shin pad. We're up to 2 shin shots for Matheson in this period. That's hilarious. What a terminology there. Kotkaniemi in a battle here. Oh, Brent Burns almost kept that in. He'll dump it back into the Montreal zone. And back after it is Carrier. That got past him, and Jake Evans will help him out. Carrier played forward. That was out of the reach of Slafkovsky. Now played back into the Habs zone. Carrier back after it. Stankoven on the pressure from Carolina. Oh, great control there by Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky will swing it around the boards. No Montreal Canadiens player there in deep, so it's going to come all the way back through the neutral zone and back for David Savard. Savard now forward for Slafkovsky. Deflected in by Caulfield. Suzuki going in after it on the forecheck. Kochetkov! And over the glass! What a stupid play from Kochetkov! Stupid, stupid, stupid. It's going to be a delay of game call against Kochetkov and the Hurricanes. And guess what? Montreal's going to the power play. Habs fans, get hyped in the chat. Who wants to see this idiotic play from Kochetkov? I know you do. I know you do. Look at Kochetkov. Yee-hoo! Over the glass! Yay, baby! Good job, Kochetkov! Good job, buddy! A Habs fan sent a little PayPal to Kochetkov before the game. Great call, buddy. Put the goalie in the box, eh? Hey, guys, we are 2 likes away from 200. If we can get 200 likes, that would be amazing. Kane says we were giving this to the Habs fans. Please win. Suzuki coming in. Oh, is this backwards thinking? Yo, are the Hurricanes trying to let the Habs win because they want the Habs to upset the Capitals, and then the Hurricanes will play the Habs in round 2? Maybe he'll come back to bite the Hurricanes. Lane Hudson to the right side for Caulfield. Caulfield down low. Slafkovsky back up top for Caulfield. 1:10 left on the power play. Up top, Hudson. Caulfield at the top of the right circle. Hudson still waiting. Now up top for Suzuki. Caulfield down low. Still passing around. Caulfield up top for Suzuki. Suzuki, a shot deflected. And off the end boards, Kochetkov will get the glove on it. Face-off will be coming to his left with 56 left on the power play for Montreal. Ricky says we have to believe. Alex says Demi or Suzuki to score. I think Demidov's going to score here. I have that feeling. That top unit wasn't rolling. Demidov's going to come on the ice, and he is. Demidov's on the ice, and it's going to be a Montreal goal here for Demidov. You heard it here first. We'll see, though. Carolina wins the face-off, kept in by Matheson. Now to the slot for Suzuki. Suzuki waiting. Suzuki down low, behind the net. Gallagher leaves it for Demidov. Demidov back to the point for Matheson. Matheson into the high slot for Newhook! Big blocker saved by Kochetkov off Newhook. Now Suzuki back to the blue line. Matheson, Demidov! Oh! Demidov fanned on it, and it goes wide. Now Matheson. Suzuki, Matheson a one-timer. Another shin shot for Matheson. His shot gets blocked. I think that one went off the ass, though. Now Suzuki, 15 seconds left of the power play. Matheson waiting, still waiting. Up top, looking in front. Demidov can't keep it alive, but it does get kept in. Now Gallagher, Suzuki, power play expiring. Matheson, Demidov in front to Hook. So no, it does not go in. It went to the back door, and Gallagher missed the net. Newhook and Gallagher are snake bitten. Great play by Demidov to get it to the back door, and skipping past the last Habs defender, Stankoven on the forecheck. That's going to be it for the Montreal power play. Wow, we're going to have to show a highlight of the last couple plays there on the power play. Huge kill for the Hurricanes. Now the Canes cycling back to the blue line in the Montreal zone. A long shot stopped by Montembeault. And oh, Stankoven getting into it in front of the net. What a play by Demidov. Oh my, how did Newhook and Gallagher not finish that here? Both of them snake bitten on that play. Let's look at the highlight quickly, guys.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs Bracket Challenge presented by Skip is back. You could win a trip to a 2025-26 NHL.
Give me a sec, guys. We're going to show the highlight here. We'll get the highlight going for you guys. That was crazy. All right, let's look at the highlight here. Demidov was able to get it backdoor. Matheson to Demidov, and it goes in front. Look. Oh my God, Newhook and Gallagher screwing around in front of the net. Great play by Demidov. Not great from Newhook and Gallagher. I mean, I would put more blame on Newhook there because it's like too casual, bro. Like it's 2-on-1 in front of the net. Like either shoot the puck, have like some aggressive intent to score. Like Newhook, you were in front of the net. Demidov made a great play. He got the puck to you right in the slot. Shoot the freaking puck. Or make sure Gallagher gets a clear look at the net. And I just feel like that was more on Newhook than Gallagher there. Like Newhook has the puck in the slot, right? Like he's in control of what he's going to do there, and he opts to try to pass it to Gallagher. I think if you're Newhook, you just shoot there. Hey, you guys, give me your thoughts in the chat what you think should have happened there. Terrence says Demidov stressing. We got 540. Yeah, we have 540 in the chat. Old School says misses like that come back to haunt you. You're onto something there for sure. And that was another Montreal power play where I think you'd want better looks. Andrew was yelling shoot. All right, we're back to action here. Or not back to action, but back from the commercial break. Be honest, Habs fans in the chat, how nuts did you go when Demidov scored against Chicago in the first period? Alex is really like your Nord sweater. Hey, thanks, Alex. Shout out to you. Oh, yeah. When Demidov has the puck on his stick, it's electric. Also, I just added... Like, Montreal still didn't get a shot on net there. That's insane. That's actually insane. They got one shot on the power play. Niagara Joe says, go Canes, go. Dylan says, just shoot the puck. Poison, I would get banned. Poison, the stream would die. You want the stream to die? I guess you do. All right. Josh Anderson racing after the puck. This could be something. Against Fenzori. And now it's cleared. Going to go all the way back, and it's going to be an icing against Carolina. So Montreal's going to get an offensive face-off coming up here. Well, I'm showing live highlights, though, so that's something, right? What was my prediction pregame? I think Montreal's going to get a point. I think they're going to clinch tonight. I don't know if they're necessarily going to win, but I think it's going to come down to the wire. Like, if I had to make my prediction, I think this one's going to overtime. Like, this screams a draw right now. I actually might even see. I didn't put any money where my mouth is on that one, but. Oh, Taylor Hall in the slot. Good back check. Was that Dvorak? Great back check there. It was actually Caden Guhle who got caught. And he came back on the back check. Man, I will say, man, Habs fans, you got to be happy with Caden Guhle and Lane Hudson for your future. Oh, puck up. Suzuki for Caulfield. So I think that went in. I think that went in. The ref is saying no. Saying it. I think that went in. Chat, I think that went in. Oh my god, and now Montreal's getting a penalty? I think that went in, no? Bro, I think that went in. But St. Louis reacting to it. Oh my god, and now Montreal's getting a penalty. Let's see. Did it hit the crossbar? Let me see this. I guess it hit the crossbar. Cass, thank you so much for the 2. Let's see. Oh my god, off the crossbar. Off the crossbar is crazy. Caulfield. What a play by Suzuki to get to Caulfield. Oh my. Let's look at the replay here, guys. How close was this? And Slavkovsky gets a penalty, and now Hurricanes are going to the power play. Guys, look how close this was. Oh my god, off the crossbar. Off the crossbar, guys. Oh my goodness. How close was that? Let's get some Cass hype in the chat. Cass said, I saw you in downtown Toronto and said hi, but you ignored me. I promise I didn't ignore you. I didn't hear you. If you actually called my name and said, hey, John, there's no way I would have ignored you. So I apologize. I didn't hear. I don't know where you would have seen me, but I appreciate you trying to say hi. I definitely wouldn't have ignored you. If I heard my name, I would have said hi. Maybe you didn't say my name. I don't know. But Stankoven tries to play it towards the net. Montembeault will freeze it up. Again, guys, that was a crazy scene of events. It went from a Caulfield chance hitting the crossbar to Slavkovsky taking a penalty. And Rain, it ain't like that. I promise you, I didn't hear my name being called. Because legit, somehow, since I've been more inactive on YouTube, I've had more people running into me. Maybe I'm just spending more time in, like, IRL. That's possible. I might be just spending more time out of the house now these days. Versus I used to be cooped up in the condo, just ripping live streams 8 hours a day. Oh, in front, Kotkaniemi stopped by Montembeault. Oh my god, how much PTSD would Habs fans have if Kotkaniemi scored there?
There's a little too much room there, and he's a right-hand shot, so his stick is what you're looking at. What is his stick seeing? Not his body or his eyes. What are you
Michael, I wish I could show the game. Nat, I wish I could show the game. Man, people can't take... Come on, chat. There's a couple people in the chat. Come on. I'm already showing highlights. I'm already doing what I can. Noah's in the chat. Noah, it's actually great to see you. Honestly, it's always great to see so many familiar names in the chat. Noah, it's awesome to see you. Yeah, 2021 live streams went pretty crazy. I'm going to bring some streams back, but for some home games, I'll be in the arena too. So it's going to be a mix. For the home games, maybe not, but for other games, I'll be streaming. Shots are now 13-11 for Carolina. Hurricanes working it. Back to the point for Brent Burns. He keeps it in. 40 seconds left on the Slavkovsky penalty. To the high slot for Kotkaniemi across. Great stick by David Savard to break that up. Back to the blue line again for Brent Burns. Bradley Nadeau. Now to the left side for Carrier. Walker. Sorry, that was Walker. Nadeau. Back out to the left for Walker. He looks short side. That goes off the side of the net. 15 seconds left on the Slav penalty. Brent Burns. Now Nadeau. Waiting. Short side. Big save by Montembeault. And the Habs will get it out. And that's going to be it for the Slafkovsky penalty. There you go. Huge kill for Montreal. And that's going to be a whistle. 8:49 left in the second period. Shots now up to 16 for Carolina. Montembeault's keeping Montreal in it. Well, there you go, Paul. 20 years ago, I was a little gumpy 20 years ago. I'll tell you that for free. That's funny, though. Gatian, what's going on? Canes, Gendron, what's going on? All right, we're going to a commercial break. What's going on, Robert? No, Robert, I work part-time there, so I'll be in arena. If you guys are there, let me know. Rain, that's funny. Yeah, Battle of Ontario is going to be crazy. Guys, imagine a Montreal-Toronto Eastern Conference final. Like, a lot would have to go right, but that would be probably one of the craziest things ever if that happened. I might put a little house money on the draw. I might. I'm thinking. I think I'm going to do it. Why not? I think that's the play. Will there be overtime? Yes. Alex says, I remember the Whalers, same ending season situation. Yeah, like things like this are pretty crazy. Like, I can't believe we're in game 82 and like it's coming right down to the wire. I eat this shit up. I love it. Yeah, Leafs have never lost to Ottawa in the playoffs, but yeah, like I said, on the flip side, the Leafs have also lost the last 5 games to Ottawa in the regular season. I know season and playoffs are different, but geez, Jets are a lock to win right now, absolutely dominating and only up 1-0. Who are they playing? The Ducks? Let me know in the chat, guys. Who are the Jets playing? Ducks? I cannot believe Slafkovsky missed that chance in the first period, man. Like, that's bad. Like, I'm sorry. Like, we got to be harder on Slafkovsky for that. That's bad, man. That can't be happening. He's all alone. He just, like, he panics under the pressure. I understand we're talking about a 21-year-old. I think Slav is 21. Chad, how old is Slafkovsky? I always forget. 'Cause he looks like a freaking beast out there. Hopefully you feel better, Andrew. Yeah, so puck goes out of play, but it hit the glass, so no delay game penalty this time for Carolina. Oh, he's 21. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, sorry to down on Slav, but Demidov's got such a bigger ceiling. Guys, we almost have 600 live viewers in the chat, and we surpassed 200 likes. Thank you so much. Our next goal, 300 likes. Let's do it. If we get 300 likes right now, your favorite team is about to score. Let's do it. Rick says the Leafs should play the Marlies team and rest the boys. Well, Rick, the problem is, and Carolina has this luxury, Carolina has a lot of cap space, so they were able to do that, where Toronto doesn't have the luxury of a lot of cap space. So they're going to have to play a lot of regulars for the season finale against Detroit, which is not ideal. Yeah, Chad, help us out. How much ice time has Demidov played? Like, if I had to take a guess, I would say he's probably at around 7-8 minutes right now. If I had to guess. Again, I don't know. I don't have it in front of me, but that would be my guess. I think probably Suzuki's played the most out of any Habs forward, if I had to guess. All right, Guhle now to the right side. Carrier played forward for Slafkovsky. He's joined by Caulfield. Slafkovsky, now he's got Suzuki. Suzuki coming in hot. His shot was blocked. And back out to the neutral zone. Under 8 to go in this second period. Shot 16-11 for Carolina. Fensori trying to go back after it for the Canes. Picked up here by Patty Laine. Laine now to the right side off the boards. Now it's Demidov. Oh, he's so smooth with it. Laine. Hudson, bad giveaway, but great recovery. That is Lane Hudson in a nutshell. High risk with some of his plays, but he's able to recover, and that's what he does right there. But now it is back in the Montreal zone. Stankoven on the cycle to the side of the net. Carrier looking in front for Stankoven. That's broken up by Struble. Demidov can't get the puck out. Back behind the net for Carrier. William Carrier on Carolina. There's 2 Carriers on the ice tonight. Alexandre Carrier for Montreal. And William Carrier for Carolina. Little tongue twister action there. Here comes Newhook. Draw pass. Demidov, a shot deflected out of play. Brandon Stankoven's going to be a solid player moving forward. Dude is always skating hard out there. Yeah, Brandon. Stank is a great guy too off the ice. I've had him on the channel a couple times. I'm hoping to have him back in the off season before the new season. But yeah, it was funny because we had talked and I was like, you're in full season press. I'll just get you in the off season. And then he's like, I appreciate that, Johnny. Yeah, I'm down. And then he got traded, and I was like, oh my god, he's gonna get so many media requests. And then he was on a bunch of podcasts, and I was like, probably missed my chance. I probably should have pushed just have him on, but I didn't realize he was going to get traded. So, it is what it is. We already kind of agreed to do the off-season thing, so. Philly, what's going on? Just over 6 minutes left in this second period. Still a 1-1 hockey game. Matheson picking up the puck in the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. Kochetkov trying to stop the puck. Dvorak was heavy on the forecheck. And now Kotkaniemi will get it out for Carolina. We got 570 in the live chat. Almost 300 likes. Thanks for being here, guys. Rain says, I feel like the Laine experiment is cooked. He's too streaky, super hit or miss, and doesn't have enough effort or defensive ability. I will say he's stationary way too often. And he doesn't have, like, the first initial foot speed. Oh, Gallagher misses it. Montreal putting on some good pressure in the offensive zone. Gallagher waiting, still with it on the reverse. Good stick there by Lane Hudson. And now Carolina through the neutral zone. Gosh's Bear will dump it in. Yo! Canes 2006 with a $20 dono. Says, appreciate your stream and effort, but Habs need to not get back into the playoffs. Yo! Canes 2006 hype in the chat. Thank you so much for that dono. You're electric. Thank you so much for that dono. Appreciate you. Oh, a stretch pass for David Savard. Savard in front! Oh my, huge chance for the Habs. And they can't put it home. Jake Evans and Heineman were at the back door. Wow, David Savard jumping into the offense. That's hilarious. No, I got what you were saying, Canes. Guys, 600 hype. I always jinx it when we announce it, but 600 hype in the chat, guys. We have 600 live viewers in the chat. Wow, it's been a minute since we had that many people. 420, smoke them if you got them. Left in the second period. Big shot at the Bad Dog. Carrier trying to play it out for Montreal back in the neutral zone. Robinson putting on the pressure. Now Slafkovsky. Great play, actually, from Slav. Good vision. He finds Matheson. Now it's Caulfield. Caulfield with some good speed. Suzuki. Now it's Carrier. Carrier in front. That's blocked. Slafkovsky. Good forecheck. He wins that puck battle. Now Carrier. Suzuki. Suzuki scores! Nick Suzuki. Capitan. Montreal up 2-1. Wow! Number 30 for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki scores! Nick Suzuki! There's your highlight. He beats Kochetkov short side. Montreal up 2-1. Click that like and subscribe. There you go. Wow. Craziness. The Bell Center just erupted. The Bell Center just lost their mind. Like I said, guys, Suzuki's been one of the better players in the National Hockey League since Four Nations, since not being selected to Team Canada in Four Nations. And he scores a massive goal to put Montreal up 2-1 here in the second period. And Montembeau will freeze that up for a whistle. Jimmy with the 2. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Hey, never expect it. Thank you so much, Canes06 and Jimmy with the donos. Appreciate you. Rich J says, that's my captain. How are you guys feeling? We've got 650 in the chat. If you guys are hyped right now, if you're a Habs fan, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. But I appreciate everyone in the chat right now. Wow. Yeah, there's a very good chance this still goes to overtime. Like I said, and that's all Montreal needs. They just need the point. It is a commercial break right now. Under 3 to go in the second period. But hey, there's lots of hockey left. Like, anyone thinking this is locked up, like, check again. Carolina, they could score 2 goals in the third period. Oz says Davidoff's second goal's coming up. Cousin Zay, hit that like button. Thank you so much, cousin. And hey, if you want to subscribe, I appreciate that as well. We have gained like 30 subscribers at least in this stream, so you guys are amazing. I really appreciate that. And yeah, let us know if you're a new subscriber, new viewer. Appreciate the support. This third period is going to go crazy, guys. Everyone's going to be having their eyes on this third period. It's going to go nuts. I already feel it. All right. Once we get back from commercial break, we'll fire it up. Here we go. Oh my goodness. People keep subscribing. I appreciate you guys. Let's go. And if you guys want to share the stream and at Hot Take Hockey or my other at, I really appreciate it. I'll make sure we retweet it as well. Canadiens with 30 plus goals and 60 plus assists in a season. Wow. Suzuki needs 1 assist to become the 5th player on that list. That's pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts for sure. There we go. All right, we're back to action. Fensori tries to get a shot right off the face-off, and that gets blocked. Wanda Brown, welcome to the chat. Alex says I'm a new viewer and I shared. We'll follow you on for the playoffs. Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate you. Big time. All right, Habs back in the offensive zone. It's Joel Armia. Armia trying to get a shot off. And Hurricanes players just surround him. Taylor Hall now will get to the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. right. Here comes Caulfield through the neutral zone. That gets broken up. Walker trying to play it forward. Shared it to Blue Sky. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. Oh, this is a race for the puck. Slafkovsky behind the net. Oh, still with it. The Habs keep it in. Oh, Lane Hudson got rocked there a little bit. Caulfield back to the high slot. A shot. Scores! Caden Guhle, his second of the game. Montreal up 3-1. What is happening? You'd have to think that could be enough for Montreal to go to the playoffs. Oh my! It's going crazy. Craziness is happening in the Bell Center. Caden Guhle, the hero for Montreal. This is crazy. Wow. 1 minute left in the second period. Here we go. I'll show the highlight here. There's the puck going in. Guhle celebrates. But back at the blue line, Caden Guhle beats Kochetkov through the screen. And Lane Hudson celebrating with his fellow defenseman. Wow. 30 seconds left. Wow. Violet says, just when I subscribed, they scored. Violet, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it big time. Thank you to everyone that's hitting that subscribe button. You guys are amazing. 10 seconds left. Josh Anderson racing after it. He had Gallagher, but he got tied up. We got 700 people in the live chat, guys. You guys are amazing. And that's going to be it for the second period. What a second period for Montreal. Wanda, welcome. Thank you for being a new subscriber. Everyone spam 700 in the chat. We got 700 legends in this live stream. Caden Guhle with a 2-goal game. Wow. Craziness. Wow. All right, guys, we're going to do a Q&A during intermission here. If you guys have any questions, ask away. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Again, it's free to subscribe, free to hit that like button. Shout out to Rick. Thank you so much for dropping the merch shop in the chat as well. Don't really shout that too often, but I'll give it a shout now. 278 likes, guys. Our goal was to definitely get at least 300 likes before the third period. Again, there's 700 people in here, so if you just hit the thumbs up, that's all you got to do. It's free. And then hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Avi, who's my MVP this year? I know a lot of people are on the Draisaitl train, but I had two takes going. So if Columbus, which it's not looking good right now, if Columbus was to make the playoffs, my pick was Zach Werenski. Take that equation out because it looks like Montreal is going to make the playoffs. My other two picks, again, Draisaitl's kind of been talked about, but I think Hellebuck's got to be in there. And then who's my other pick? I just talked about it in the stream. Why am I drawing a blank? I just talked about it in my stream. Was it McKinnon that I was talking about because of the point gap? I think it was McKinnon that I was talking about because I was trying to think who had the biggest point gap in the league right now. I think it was McKinnon, but I think it's like if you... I got to look at it here. Yeah, so I'll just pull this up here. Yeah, this is what I was looking at earlier. It is McKinnon. I was trying to think who it was because I was asking my buddy who has the craziest point gap in the league right now. I mean, Makar's there. Like, Makar's got 30 goals, so it's kind of like, it's kind of crazy to see. But as you guys can see here, like, McKinnon's got 116 points in 79 games. Then, like, Makar's got 92 and 80, which is actually nuts for a defenseman. The fact that he's got 30 goals. But then, like, obviously Rantanen got traded. The next one up after that is Lehkonen. Like, how insane is that? That after Makar and McKinnon, 45 points. Like, that's not even a knock on Lehkonen. That's just how much of a drop-off there is. You've got two guys with 116 points and 92 points. And then the drop-off goes down to 45 points. That's literally a 50-point gap, basically. And between McKinnon and the next closest forward, are you serious? That's literally 70 points. Like, to me, how is that possible? From one forward to the next, there's a 70-point gap. That's literally nuts. So I think there should be more hype on McKinnon. Anyways, we are in intermission, guys. But yeah, the Oilers is similar. I have looked at the Oilers. I know it's similar. And I know McDavid's been injured. But again, you're very much talking about two forwards versus one in that scenario. But then people will make the argument, well, it's two players versus two players. It's it's McDavid and Dry, and it's Makar, McKinnon. But yeah, the goal scorers, Guhle scored the first one for Montreal. Then Taylor Hall tied it. Then Suzuki took the lead, and then Guhle extended the lead to 3-1. LaRob, thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Hey, you know what? A Montreal-Toronto conference final would go so hard. I'd be down for it. It'd be great for the vibes. It'd be great for a toxic rivalry. Yeah, guys, I just realized if Montreal holds on to this, I guess I'm doing my bracket challenge tonight. I should already get it loaded up. But, yeah. We'll pull up the standings here in a second, guys, so you guys can see it. But it's definitely crazy. That's for sure. But yeah, we'll show the graphic. Shout out to Sportsnet for showing the graphic. But yeah, Montreal's in a good spot right now. Like I said, guys, they just need 1 point. As you guys can see, and so Montreal in a good spot. In a good spot for sure. They just need a point. But thank you to the 550 people hanging out. You guys are awesome. Oh, Avs Stars will be fireworks for sure, LeBrob. Habs fan 77, thanks for being here. Yeah, thanks for hitting that thumbs up, guys. You guys are the best. We are 1 like away from 300. That's amazing. Who's going to be our 300th like? Let's see. Paul, what's going on? You're talking about Jackson Blake? Jackson's not playing. Alex, you liked? Appreciate it. Hey, let's go, guys. We're past 300 likes. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. So, yeah, unless something crazy happens here, guys, Carolina's going to have to score 3 goals in the third period. Or else the dream of the Blue Jackets making it is gone and Montreal's in the playoffs. Oh, my goodness, guys. I just refreshed the sub count. Are you serious? Guys, we are 4 subscribers away from 55.7. That is nuts. Can we get 4 people in here to subscribe? I know there's 4 people in this live stream right now that are not subscribed. That is unreal. We're about to hit 55.7. We started the day at like 55.5. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing. Charlotte says Habs are going to win. Yeah, Charlotte's looking good for Montreal. Thank you, Charlotte, for subscribing, if you did. I think that's what you're saying. Appreciate you. Hey, Bubble, thank you so much. But yeah, you know what? I think the thing for Montreal, too, is like if Montembeault gets hot, combined with the fact that like they have a lot of that youthful talent, like Washington has seen their team get revived by bringing some of that in. Montreal's had that and they've been building that. And they have the veterans. Like, I think the big part, too, that's not being talked about a lot, because, like, I've been hyping up Suzuki for his performance since Four Nations. Like, we know what you're going to get out of Caulfield. You know what you're going to get out of, in a way, Demidov. You kind of know, right? Like, we're seeing it. We're seeing the glimpses of how dynamic Demidov is. But the one thing that's not being talked about enough, I feel like it is being talked about a little bit by Habs fans, is that third line. Like, how good Gallagher, Dvorak, and Anderson have been the last few weeks to like a couple months. And again, really tragic. Gallagher losing his mother. So just looking at the off-ice stuff, like there's been a lot of that going on specifically for Brendan Gallagher. On the ice, that third line has been very important to Montreal's potential playoff appearance here. Like Dvorak's been a lot better. Gallagher's been involved. Anderson's been a lot better. So, again, they don't get the praise across the league, but I will do my duty and basically in what I've seen from Montreal. That third line's been key in some of the success here. I'm not sure, LaRob. That's insane. Yeah, so Brendan Gallagher's gone through a lot off the ice. So, vibes to Gallagher, man. Thinking about the guy. Stella, thank you so much for subscribing. Hey, Ricky, I'm staying hydrated, but Ricky's having a beer in Dominican. I'm jealous. There's quite a few viewers in here right now that are like on vacation. And I've already seen 3 or 4 people say they're in Dominican. So, oh my goodness, guys. Are you serious? Like 20 people just subscribed. You guys are amazing. Can we just spam the W's in the chat? We're on our way to 56,000 subscribers. On the way to 60,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much to everyone that's hitting that sub button. I really appreciate you guys. Hey, RL, thanks for watching on YouTube. Ricky said, we'll buy you a cold one when we meet up either Brantford Civic Center or Mohawk for ice this summer. Ricky, let me know. That's I appreciate that offer. Yeah, if you're around for the playoffs or I've been to Mohawk a handful of times. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the Hamilton arenas I've been to. But, yeah, shout out to you, Ricky. Appreciate it. We'll definitely have a cold one. Oakley Watson, thanks for being here. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. Cook says, be a Carl, subscribe and like. Appreciate it. Stella says, I wanted Carolina to win. I wanted the Jackets to make it, but now hearing the chance for a Montreal-Toronto matchup of the playoffs. Well, yeah, Stella, I mean, a lot would have to happen, right? But if somehow Montreal can pull it out of their ass to beat Washington, which is a tall task, I think that would drive momentum for Montreal to potentially win in the second round. And then if Toronto can do their duty on the top of the bracket there on that east side, then yeah, it would line up for a Toronto-Montreal Eastern Conference final. But again, a lot would have to happen there. Matt, well, appreciate you being here. Lucky sings, I love the commentary and your knowledgeable players. Hey, I appreciate you big time. Thank you so much for subscribing. Oakley Watson, I just subscribed, dude. Oakley, big time. Appreciation. RJ, thanks for being here. Says, what is going on, Johnny? Habs vs. Capitals, please, hockey gods. It's looking like it. Ricky, who's your pick for Calder, Hudson or Hudson? Yeah, you know what? I think Friedman's been saying this, and I don't want to tail this take because, like, to me, it's always lazy to just tail like an insider's or like another analyst's take. But in the back of my head, I do always have the factor of like, do they make playoffs? You know, like, again, it's lazy because it's a team sport. The team's making the playoffs, but I kept going back and forth on Dustin Wolf and Lane Hudson, and I really, really went back to Dustin Wolf because of like the fact that I don't think the Flames should have been sniffing playoffs, and Dustin Wolf like dragged them back into that conversation. But at the same time, what Lane Hudson's been doing, I think I'm back. Like, again, it's back and forth. It really is until the end of the regular season. But I think what Lane Hudson's been able to do, some of the records, like, I just think it's Lane Hudson. Like, especially if Montreal makes the playoffs, it should be undisputed. He's a massive part of it. You take Lane Hudson off this team, Montreal's not making the playoffs this year. There's no doubt about that. Anyone that says otherwise is smoking the good shit. Lane Hudson is a massive, massive piece in why Montreal is making the playoffs here, if they can hold on. Alex, Courtney, big shout out to you guys. Let's see. Charlotte says Toronto versus Montreal would be legendary. Canes, I'm not really sure what you're saying, but big shout out to you. Again, I really appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. Charlotte says just past the Bell Center, and the ambiance is amazing. There you go. Tyler says subbed. Let's go. Thank you so much, Tyler. I appreciate you. Jeez, people are being kind tonight. I appreciate it. I mean, it is free to subscribe, so I ain't asking for the cash money. I'm asking for the great support of a great hockey community. Peeps says, can we temper our expectations about Montreal this and Montreal that? There are still 20 long minutes, and Montreal looks shakier in their own zone than a... Sheesh, Peeps. I'm not going to read the rest of the comment, but I think we got the point. LaRob, the defense is shaky, as Peeps said. Mark said, trying to send you a question and it won't let me. Well, Mark, it depends on what you're saying, right? Like, if you're saying something out of pocket, then it's not me blocking you. YouTube might be blocking you. Or you're trying to include a link or something. I don't know. Griffin says, just join. Well, Griffin, thanks for being here. Hey, Ricky, I'm going to be having some beers this weekend. And plus, playoffs are starting this weekend, too. So, I also just got back from Vegas. So, I had enough. I had enough to drink when I was there. But, it was mostly for work. But, gotta treat the customers well, you know. Let's see. Yeah, Mark, Habs' future's bright. I mean, the fact that, like here's the thing. I said I had Montreal pegged to make the playoffs next year. So them making the playoffs this year is like 1 year ahead in my eyes. Alex says, you make such a great job, my friend. I'll be following and subscribing for the playoffs. Hey, Alex, I really appreciate that. Fox the G says, if Habs win tonight, are they in the playoffs? Fox the G, they just need 1 point. So, yeah, if they win, they're in the playoffs, to answer your question. But if somehow they choke this, but it goes to overtime, they're still in the playoffs. Yeah, Dan, Stolarz has been nuts for Toronto. 8-0 in his last 8 games. He's rocking like a .950 or close to that save percentage. He's been rock solid. I think there's a real argument that Stolarz is probably the hottest goalie going into the playoffs. Like, I'm just thinking, like, Binnington's been great. Hellebuck's been great. Allmark's been great for Ottawa. Dobes Montebo have been good as a duo, but Stolarz has smashed those expectations, man. Yo, Griffin, you just subscribed. I really appreciate it. Terrence needs Suzuki or Demi to score for dollars. Yo! Canes 2006 with a $40 dono. He's the top dono of the night. Oh, I don't think anyone's going to beat Canes 06 tonight. Says, just admit Canes fans are the best supporters of your channel. I might have to admit that. Well, I do have 2 Canes jerseys, so maybe you're onto something there. I don't even know where my other Canes jersey is right now. It's somewhere here. Well, anyways. Well, Canes 06, I have a Svechnikov and Aho jersey. That's how you know. Maybe I'm a closet Canes fan. So you see the Svech jersey? The Svech jersey's here. The Aho jersey's hiding somewhere. Is it right here? Is this it? Oh, yeah, it is right here. You could probably see the number 20. Yeah, I could show the number 20, so you don't think I'm baiting. See the number 20? The Aho jersey was actually just right back here. Right behind my Marc-Andre Fleury Golden Knights jersey. And my OV Caps jersey. There you go. Yeah, Montreal's going to make moves this offseason. Yo, 600 in the live chat. You guys are amazing. But, guys, everyone hype up Canes 06. I really appreciate that dono. Thank you so much. And we're almost at 350 likes. Oh, my God. We might hit 400 likes before the third period starts. And the third period is about to start. So, maybe. You never know. All right, guys. Make your prediction on the next goal. Do you guys think Carolina's going to score and make it a one-goal game? Or do you guys think Montreal is going to control the rest of the way? Bryson Productions, big shout out to you. Thanks for being here. And who else is new in the chat? Isabel, thanks for being here. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. Here we go. Oh my God, like another 10 people just subscribed. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Fox the G says Demidov's going to wrap things up. Hey, Fox the G, thanks for subscribing and being here. Appreciate you. John says Guhle hat-trick. What do we think, chat? Is Guhle going to hit the empty netter for the hat-trick? Bryson, you were here for the deadline stream? I appreciate that. Yeah, I just meant new to the chat, like new to the stream. And again, guys, if you want to follow me on Instagram or X, that's my @, @JohnViveiros_. Feel free to share the stream. I appreciate it, and reach out. We're going to be doing some heavy playoff content. If Montreal can hold on, we'll be creating our bracket challenge video tonight. All right, Lane Hudson back after it. Montreal for the reset. Vegas is not as exciting as the beaches here in Dominican. Oh, I bet, Ricky. Trust me. Trust me. I feel like I get sick of Vegas after a few days. I'm not going to lie. I definitely like the beach vibes, for sure. All right, we're about a minute into the third period. Montreal's feeling good. They still got to focus, though. But we're back, guys. Like I said, make your prediction on the rest of the game. Give me your final score in the chat, guys. Give me your final score prediction. It's 3-1 Montreal right now. How do you think it's going to finish? Oh my, another Hurricanes penalty. Orlov is a dumby. It's going to be a Montreal power play. Montreal can wrap things up right here, guys. Montreal's going to go, hey, Demidov, right here. Scores! Oh, a young Habs fan caught that puck. He's hyped up. Here we go, Habs power play. Matt thinks the Habs are going to stress out their fans. 4-3 final, that'd be crazy. Worlds, what are you on about? Habs are 0 for 2 on the power play. I'm enjoying some hockey. I don't know what you're on about, but I'm a hockey fan first. I'm enjoying some hockey. Check over my left shoulder. All right. Kochetkov out of the net to try to play it. Newhook couldn't get there. Now Suzuki to recover it. Look for the pass. That's a giveaway from Suzuki. Fensori coming in. 1v1 against Matheson. Matheson closes the gap, and now Montreal looking to reset with 1:10 left on the power play. Yeah, Worlds, I got a Devils jersey somewhere here. Yeah, I got a jersey for every team. except for Utah. But I think you guys can cut me some slack on that one. I have a couple Coyotes jerseys, but no Utah yet. All right, 55 seconds left on the Habs power play. Brad wants to make his bracket tonight. Brad, thanks for being... Brad, it's been a long time. Welcome back to the channel. JJ Jones, happy birthday, guys. Let's give a big happy birthday in the chat for JJ. 40 seconds left on the Habs power play. Slafkovsky back up top for Suzuki. Suzuki now at the half wall. He's being closed in. Here's now Caulfield. Caulfield with some space. Out of the corner. Caulfield waiting. He was looking for the short side shot. He gets stick checked, but still keeps the puck. Now back to the blue line for Laine. Laine down low. Slafkovsky. Caulfield at the right circle. Back to the point for Lane Hudson. Back to Caulfield at the circle. Caulfield for Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky! Stopped by Kochekov. Now Caulfield. Back to Hudson. Out to Laine. Back at the top for Caulfield. Caulfield looking for the down low pass. And that's blocked off. Suzuki recovers it. Slafkovsky looking for Lane Hudson. And he recovers it. Power play's over. In front, Laine missed the net. Laine with a perfect opportunity in the high slot. And he missed the target. Wow. Thank you to everyone that's hitting that subscribe button, guys. It's free to do so. It supports a great hockey community. You guys are the best. Let's go. Shots are now 18-15 for Carolina. But Montreal, thanks to Caden Guhle and Nick Suzuki, are up 3-1. Jake Evans off the tie-up. He wins the face-off, but pressure from Carolina disrupts that. Now it's back towards the net, and it was going to miss, but Kochekov scoops it up with the glove to get a whistle. Yeah, close to 400 likes. Dan says, Canes have no motivation now to fight back and risk injury. This game is done. Grats, Habs. Yeah, Dan, I'm getting some vibes on that. I'm not going to lie. Watching how Carolina's playing right now, I think they're being very careful. They don't want to get injured for sure. But, yeah, a lot of key roster players are out of the lineup for Carolina, like we talked about it earlier. No Seth Jarvis, no Sebastian Aho, no Jacob Slavin, no Jordan Stahl, no Jackson Blake. I'm missing a couple, but you get the point. I think they have 8 regulars scratched tonight. All right, Montreal trying to cycle into the offensive zone. Evans trying to play it down low to Armia. They steal it back. Heineman for Evans. He overskated it, and Taylor Hall will get the puck out for Carolina. Now Jake Evans will send it back into the Hurricane zone. Picked up here and sent into the Habs zone now. Under 16 to go in this third period. We got 630 in the chat. Thanks to everyone watching. And a long one, easy glove save for Montembeault. We got some hype in the chat. Yeah, JJ, appreciate you being here. 15:37 left in the third period. Face-offs coming in the Habs zone. He'll be to the left of Montembeault. I think next goal wins, right? Like, I think if Carolina scores here soon, this game's not over. But Montreal scores the next goal, I think it's GG's in the chat. Yeah, Brendan, let me get to your question here. Next whistle. Long shot deflected by Stankoven. That just went wide. Kept in by the Canes. Carrier trying to dump it in deep. Now it's into the high slot. This could be something. A shot! Oh my, I think that was Skylar Brindamore who just missed. All right, Habs trying to break it out. Gallagher forward. And the Hurricanes will recover it in their own zone. Just quickly, Brendan, he's asking about the Hawks and Spencer Knight is the tendy of the future. Where should the Hawks go if they have Schaefer or Misa on the board? Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's really tough. I would probably go Schaefer. But I think if you... Here's the thing. I think if you select Schaefer, you might not have... sorry, Hawks fans might not like to hear this, but I think if you select Schaefer, you should be trading Korchinski. That might be a hot take, but I just think if you draft Schaefer and Korchinski, like Schaefer to me has the higher ceiling. You already have Vlasic who's super solid, and you already have Rinzel and Levshunov on the right side. So I think if you were to draft Schaefer, combine Korchinski in a package for a stud winger to play with Bedard. I think Nazar's the real deal. He can play as the second line center behind Bedard. They also have Lardis, Vanacker, Moore, bunch of guys in the pipeline. So that's my take. I think if you draft Schaefer, I think if Schaefer's available, you draft him, package Korchinski in a blockbuster for... I've also seen, I was going to make a video about this, but there are a couple, actually, I don't want to jinx it or spoil my video, but there's a couple unsigned college players that maybe Chicago could target. Specifically a couple upcoming stars in the forward group. Hopefully that answer helps, Brendan. I tried to answer it to the best of my ability, but yeah, I would say probably Schaefer slightly. But if the Hawks are adamant on keeping Korchinski, I think they have their top 4 of the future, so draft Misa. Roslovic looking for the high slot. Carolina trying to put on some pressure, but the Habs, we just talked about it, guys. The defense looking shaky. Well, Montreal's been able to close the gap so far in this third period. How's it going, Kyle? Thanks for being here. Joanne, welcome. Courtney says, thank you for your commentary. My family is loving your energy. LOL. Hey, well, big shout out to you, Courtney. And as I said, welcome if you guys are all subscribed. Courtney, get your family to subscribe. Get your fam on the phones. Hit that subscribe button. Get the notifications going. Love the support. Heineman back below the line. Armia now for Montreal. Just over 13 minutes left in this third period. Heineman going after it. He loses his stick. Carolina trying to clear it. You can tell Carolina's effort level, man, is very low in this third. Oh, a horrible giveaway. Heineman off the post. Oh, my. That would have been GG's in the chat. Montreal almost goes up 4-1. Emil Heineman off the post. Fourth line putting in some work for Montreal. Armia looking for Evans off his stick. I actually think it hit his skate as well. And Guhle, oh, my, almost got the hat trick. Guhle came in hot with that secondary chance. Kaden Guhle is showing the offensive threat. And at the side of the Montreal net, Montembeault will just freeze up to get a whistle. Wow. Heineman off the post. Craziness happening at the Bell Center. We're going to be going to a commercial break. I'm going to mute that so I can hear myself here. But, yeah, guys, let us know if you got any hot takes, any questions in the chat. Can be a little bit of a Q&A as well. We got almost 700 people in here, so also make yourselves known if you're new to the chat. We want to welcome you to the live stream and welcome you to the channel. And if you haven't yet, let us know where you're watching from. Always down to give your hometown a shout-out. Stacy says a question. Have you heard any updates on Lardis from the Bulldogs when he'll be back? Stacy, unfortunately not. But... yeah, it sucks. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, I hope Nick's all right. Nick's a great kid. Any interaction I've had with him, even going back to last year, he was one of my first interviews that I did with the Bulldogs. So yeah, Nick's a great kid. Really excited to see his future with the Blackhawks. Melanie watching from Ontario. There you go. Janine tuning in from Halifax. Well, Janine, welcome. Thanks for being a new subscriber. Shout out from Etobicoke. XG, big shout out. Brendan says, yo, that actually might work. Sam Rinzel reminds me a lot of Duncan Keith with a right-handed stick. Del Mastro is also good too. Korchinski could be a secret trade candidate. You might be right. Yeah, Brendan. I mean, like I said, if you draft Schaefer, you've already got Vlasic, Korchinski, Allen. Like, you've got left shot guys that are going to be roster-ready players in the next year or two. I mean, 2 of the 3 guys I just listed are already NHL-ready in my eyes. And then, yeah, Del Mastro's left shot as well. So it's like, I think Del Mastro's really underrated as well. I used to do play-by-play for the Steelheads, so I got to see Del Mastro. I actually got to call games that Del Mastro played in, and he was always dominant. So, yeah, big shout out to Ethan Del Mastro. I think he's going to be an underrated part of the Blackhawks' future. DJ says, thanks for this. Watching from Montreal. Big shout out to you, DJ. Thanks for being here. Yeah, you guys are awesome. So many cool subscribers in this chat. All right, we're back from commercial break.
The unexpected 2 goals from a defenseman.
12:47 left in the third period, guys. Shots are now 18-17 for Carolina. But as I said, Carolina, you can tell their foot's off the pedal a little bit, which is good news for Montreal and their fans. Let's go. Richie from Toronto, suffering Flyers fan. There you go, Richie. Jersey on the screen. Jason from Florida. Thanks for being here, Jason. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. We got a deflection out of play, so 12:18 left in the third now. 700 people, guys. Who's ready for playoffs? If this is how it is, playoff live streams are about to go crazy. But yeah, guys, again, keep in mind, I hope to do as many playoff live streams as possible, but I will be working at Bulldogs and the Leafs. So if you guys are at those games, say hello. But yeah, that would be the only thing. I'm saying only thing. Those are 2 big things that are keeping me away from streaming on some nights. But I know a lot of people have been asking me lately if I'm going to be streaming for playoffs, and the answer is yes on my off nights. So yeah, Blazer, good to see you again in the chat. Yeah, that's going to be a crazy series, Battle of Ontario. 12 left in the third period. 3-1 Montreal. Brent Burns now playing it forward to the right side. Orloff back for Brent Burns. Burns stretch pass in the neutral zone. Stankoven tried to deflect that in. That's blocked off. Suzuki a shot! And Kochetkov closes up the arm and gets the whistle.
When you mention don't let players play above you, you play above them. This is what Montreal does in the neutral zone.
Vincent, what do I do for a living? That's a loaded question. I don't even know how to answer that sometimes. My day job is working in like broadcast and sports broadcast. So I work for a broadcast manufacturer. So I work with a lot of sports teams. I work in like broadcast control rooms, live broadcast environments. So that's my day job. I do a lot of travel for work as well. So I was just in Vegas for the National Broadcast Conference. I also work with Bleacher Report, Warner Media. I have a live show there. I also work on the Leafs Interactive team. My role says marketing, but it's not really marketing. It's more like I work with the hosts and the interactive team at the Leafs. And then I also am the in-arena host at the Bulldogs in the OHL. So a lot going on. And then I do this thing on YouTube that I've fell in love with over the years. No, I love this community so much. This is one of my cool passions for sure. So crazy schedule. Hey, Jay Coop, what's going on? Yes, crazy schedule. Hey, Vincent, I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm on the grind. It's kind of crazy. Like I tell people, like there's a lot of fellow people in the industry that get it, but yeah, some people think I'm pretty nuts. Like I'm a little psycho for it for sure. It's just a crazy schedule. So, yeah, that's why I try to do YouTube as much as possible, but obviously there's only 24 hours in a day, folks, and for me, I need at least the 5-6 hours of sleep, so yeah. Loki, I don't know about that, but I would say my 2 recent cool interactions was like right before Minton got traded. I went like 6 floors with Minton in the elevator, and then it just happened recently where I was like in the elevator with Shanahan. So like Brendan Shanahan hopped in the elevator, and I was like in the elevator with Brendan for like 6 floors as well with some of my other colleagues. So that was kind of funny. Definitely a little intimidating for sure. But yeah, there's definitely like I actually run into more of the away players, I feel like, than the home guys, to be honest. Which is cool in a different way. Anyways, let's get back into some commentary. I appreciate it. Sorry, there's just so many great comments in the chat right now. You guys are amazing. RJ, you're a legend. Loki, you're a legend too. Let's go. So many legends. Under 10 to go in this third period. 3-1 Montreal. Shots are 19-18, and there's ole ole happening in the Bell Center. Ole, 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 ole. There you go, Habs fans. They're feeling the vibes. Well, yeah, it's 3-1, and the Habs just need a point, so it's looking all right, I'd say. Unless the Hurricanes want to do something insane right now. Taylor Hall just got crunched. This could be a breakaway. Gallagher to Josh Anderson! Stopped by Kochetkov! Oh, Anderson could have just sealed the playoff appearance for Montreal. What a play by Brendan Gallagher. He sends Anderson to the races. I'll show that highlight for you guys. That was a good highlight. I'll show the highlight for you guys on this one. No! All right, you guys ready for this one? I should be able to pull up the highlight in a few seconds here. But yeah, that was crazy I mean, like I said, the third line's been looking good for Montreal, and that's another example of it. But yeah, we are on commercial break. Will I get an interview with Demidov? I don't know about that. Maybe one day. Let's see. Yeah, Oz. I just had a lot of people asking me questions. That's why I went back to play-by-play. So I'm sorry that I wasn't giving you the commentary as consistent, but it's like I said, I'm trying to acknowledge everyone in the chat, right? I'm not trying to ignore anyone. Yeah. I'll be able to pull the highlight in a second, guys, so you guys can see it. Yeah, Ricky, there's a lot of Olays right now. Here we go. It's right here. Stretch pass to Anderson, and look at that. Stop by Kochetkov. There's your highlight. W's in the chat. So good play by Gallagher. Obviously, Anderson tries to get it past the glove. Yeah, Josh Anderson. Yeah, I guess he was trying to get it just over the pad under the glove. But yeah, Lane Hudson's a different animal, man. Just watching like Hudson and Caulfield work there, that was crazy. All right, we're back to action here. Also, I just wanted to show you guys this quick. Like Lane Hudson, look at that, man. It's crazy. Craziness. Habs fans are getting hyped. Under 9 to go in this third period. Melanie's getting the ole ole. All right, shots are now 29-19 for Montreal, so Montreal surpassed the shots. Yo, Canes 06 with the 20s. Is this game why Alexander Nikishin didn't get this visa? Oh my God. Canes, thank you so much. Everyone, let's get some Canes hype in the chat. Dennis, it's great to see you in the chat. Everyone hype up Canes 06. And if you're a Habs fan, you should be hyping up the Canes. The Canes are taking their foot off the pedal here, guys. The Canes are the reason why Montreal's going a little ole action right now. The Canes scratched 8 of their regular players, and they have completely taken their foot off the pedal, in my opinion. I mean, there's some guys working, like Svechnikov's trying to drive the net there, but thank you so much, Canes, for the dono. I really appreciate you. And thanks to everyone that's hitting that subscribe button. We got 700 people in the live chat. You guys are amazing. Thanks for being here. And the ole is back in the Bell Center. All right, hey, I'll give you guys the floor. Habs fans, if you want to do ole ole in the chat, that's your call. Oh my goodness, we just gained like another 20 subscribers. You guys are kind tonight. I appreciate it. And we are 20 likes away from 400. If we can get 500 likes by the end of the stream, I think that's a good shout. I think that's a good productive like stream if we can get 500 likes on the stream. Adam Steven, big shout out to you. Hurricanes are trying to get it out. David Savard down low. Under 7 to go in this third period. Armia, he gets hit there. Hurricanes will finally get it forward. Stankoven, but not out of the zone. Savard around the net. Jake Evans going after it. 6:30 left in the third period. Habs fans are feeling it. Wow. And as far as I know, guys, Montreal could be starting the playoffs as soon as Saturday night. I think they're trying to form the schedule, but Toronto's likely going to be Sunday against the Sens. And they still have a decision to be made on the second Eastern Conference matchup that's going to be on Sunday. But with Montreal playing their last game tonight, we will see. Oh, towards the net, Montembeault! It's loose, scores! Tyson Joe scores, it's 3-2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is not happening. Oh my goodness, the jinx, everyone's jinxing it. Everyone's got to stop, bro. The jinx is real. This is bad, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yo, stop the olays if you just like, bro, stop. This is going to be a good goal for sure. It was loose. And Tyson Jost puts it home. Oh my goodness. See, puck was loose right there. And Jost scores. As you guys just saw on the screen, it was loose. It came loose, and Jost put it home. W's in the chat for the replay. Oh boy. This is going to be a crazy finish, chat. Oh my. Oh, huge block by Slafkovsky. Oh my god, in front! Carolina almost scored again! Oh my! Another one in front! Montembeault with the save! Oh my! This is crazy, bro. Someone in the chat's like, nobody breathe. I told you, bro. Someone did say earlier the Habs are not going to make it easy. Bro, oh my goodness, man. Imagine Montreal needed the 2 points. I think Habs fans, you could still feel safe. But I will say this. If the Habs needed the 2 points tonight and this was happening, I think the Bell Center would be eerily quiet right now. But I think the fact that they can make it with 1 point, you're still feeling pretty solid. Wow. Did the Jets win? Okay, the Jets won in overtime. Thanks for the update, Dennis. We got 800 people in the live chat, guys. Can we get 800 hype? Oh my, the chat is buzzing. Sorry, it's commercial. I'll mute that. Guys, give me a 1 in the chat if you think Carolina's going to come back. 2 in the chat if you think Montreal's going to hold on. Again, reminder, I keep reminding the chat. Montreal just needs a point. So Carolina could tie it up late. Doesn't matter in that aspect. Yeah, look, all this is playoff numbers. 800 in the live chat. It's crazy. Spam 800, man. I hope you guys, everyone in here, going to be doing a lot of playoff content. The Habs can hold on. We're going to be doing our NHL Stanley Cup bracket tonight. If you want to be involved in that, stick around, subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and we're going to be doing our bracket challenge together for the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I appreciate all the hockey fans in here that are supporting the channel. You guys are amazing. And yeah, I mean, if you want to hit that like button, it's free also. We're almost at 500 likes. That was our goal for the stream. I think we're like 1 away from 400. So if you want to be the 400th like, that's all right. All right, we're back from commercial break. Let's get that volume going. Oh my goodness. This is like crazy, man. This is crazy. Hey, Habs fans, you know your team well. They're going to put you through the ringer. They ain't going to make this easy on you. We ain't hearing the Olays anymore because Habs fans are realizing, well, all it takes is one more Carolina goal right here, and the last couple minutes are going to be extremely stressful. But we're still 2 goals away from any possible chaos. Montreal's still in a good spot. Taylor Hall keeps it in. Shots are now 23-19 for the Hurricanes. Kotkaniemi, uh-oh, that name could cause some PTSD here. Kotkaniemi loses the puck to Jake Evans, though. And the Hurricanes will reset with under 5 to go in the third period. Gostisbehere, a stretch pass forward. Here come the Canes. Kotkaniemi, a drop pass for Taylor Hall! Oh my goodness. I think Montembeault got a piece of that. That almost went in. Now Tyson Jost waiting. Shot through the screen, and Kotkaniemi blocked his own teammate's shot. Now Gostisbehere, a shot for the point. Montembeault glove save. Sam Montembeault is holding his own. Wow. Did that go off the post? Oh my goodness, Taylor Hall hit the post. That was not a Montembeault save. Taylor Hall hit the post. It was that close to being a 3-3 hockey game. Oh my goodness. Craziness is happening in the Bell Center. We're on our way to 1,000 live viewers in the chat. Face off to the left of Sam Montembeault. Dvorak on a tie-up, wins the face-off. Caden Guhle will get the puck out. What a game so far for Caden Guhle. 2 goals on the board. Great defensive play. Now Bradley Nadeau will get to the line, dump it in for Carolina. Jost going after it. Hurricanes trying to play spoiler here. What a move in front! And that's deflected out of play. Face-off's going to stay in the Montreal zone.
It's our game. Rogers is a proud partner and fan of the NHL.
This is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Someone in the chat saying KK wants his revenge. Loki. Griffin saying pull the Habs goalie. I wonder if the Canes will pull the goalie guys early here. Realizing what's going on. And like I said, guys, there's been some bad blood off the ice between Carolina and Montreal with the offer sheets. So, I don't know. We'll see if Carolina wants to be petty here. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it would be kind of funny. But, we'll see. I mean, if they're down by 1, they might pull the goalie in that instance. But, or they keep the goalie pulled tied. Literally, the only incentive that's going on the Carolina side is they could get 100 points if they win this game on the season, which, again, I don't think they really care about. And then the other aspect is just younger players for Carolina are trying to prove themselves. This is an icing against Montreal. Fans don't like it. Yo, Canes 06 with a $5 dono. 4 to go. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get some Canes 06 hype in the chat. We're 70 live viewers away from 1,000 live in the chat for a regular season game. Shit's going crazy in this live stream. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I really do hope you give this channel a chance and subscribe. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. Definitely motivates me to want to stream more and give you guys great coverage. We'll show you guys a highlight if anything crazy happens. Definitely on like this. If something big happens, we'll show you guys the highlight. Oh, my God. Right off the face-off. Svechnikov down low. Hurricanes almost got one. They're beating around the net here. Hurricanes trying to cycle the puck, and good stick. Montreal gets it out. Good pressure here by Heineman. Heineman now on the forecheck. That's a stretch pass forward. It's on net. Montembeault to play it. Caden Guhle back after it. He loses the puck. Now the Canes back to the point. A long shot! Oh my! Svechnikov almost deflected it. And a big hit in the corner, but take a hit to make the play. Montreal gets it out. 3 to go in this third period. The Hurricanes need 2 goals. If Montreal can hold on and even get to overtime, they're going to make the playoffs. Taylor Hall back to the blue line. Waiting. Gostisbehere almost lost the puck. A long shot! That's blocked in front. I believe blocked by Gallagher in front of the net. And a recovery. Another shot. Stopped by Montembeault. Big saves from Samuel Montembeault. He's up to 26. And Kochetkov leaves the net, but Montreal clears it. Hey, Canes 06 with a $10 dono. Thank you so much for the 10. Let's get some Canes 06 hype. Puck sent into the Montreal zone. Just over 2 minutes left. It's a bouncing puck. The Habs can't get it out. Kept in by Stankoven. But Stankoven gives it away. Puck sent towards the empty net and it misses. It's going to be an icing against the Habs with 1:59 left in the third period. And chat, we have 1,000 live viewers. If you guys know how this chat goes, we have a lot of fun on this hockey YouTube channel. Everyone spam 1K. I mean everyone and their mother spam 1K in the chat. Unbelievable. We also have 420 likes. Smoke them if you got them. Big shout out to Bad Dog. If we can get 500 likes, that would be amazing. But everyone spam 1K. That's amazing. And Canes 06 with the $20 dono. 2 minutes to go. I appreciate it. Crazy. Lauren LeBlanc, big shout out. Leafs defense sucks. Shout out. Twisted. Thanks for being here. Crazy. Thanks for being a new subscriber, guys. Appreciate it. Steve, Nicholas, Nancy. Thanks for being here, guys. Griffin's hyped. Wow, we got 1.1K now. Yo! Humble with the $100 dono. Says go Habs, go Canada all the way. Everyone get some Humble hype in the chat. Oh my! What a bomb of a dono. Humble, I appreciate you big time. That's unreal. And all of a sudden, we are 4 subscribers away from 55.8K. That's crazy. Thanks to everyone that's hitting that subscribe button. Hey, it's free, so I appreciate it. All right, face off to the right of Montembeault. It was a timeout and an empty net for Carolina. So fresh off the timeout. This is a key face off here. And Kotkaniemi wins the draw initially, but Evans on the empty net scores! Jake Evans, empty net goal! Montreal's headed to the playoffs! Oh! Wow! Let's look at that replay. Kotkaniemi loses the faceoff and Jake Evans on the empty net. And the celebrations for Montreal. Wow! The Olays are being spammed in the chat. Oh my! Yo! Canes 06 with a $125 dono beats out Humble for the top dono of the night. Says 1 minute to go. Go Canes. Oh my! What a dono from Canes 06. The massive dono bomb. Oh my! Random Gaming. Montreal is in the playoffs. They're going to be playing the Washington Capitals in round 1. Should I do my bracket challenge live on stream? What do we think, chat? I might just record the video after the stream, but this is crazy. Just over a minute left in the third period. Habs fans in the Bell Center are going crazy. Oh my god, Humble just gifted 20 memberships. Under a minute to go in the third period. Everyone hype up Humble. Oh my god, so many people are about to get memberships. 20 gifted memberships is crazy. You guys got to appreciate Humble in the chat. Oh my. 40 seconds left in the third. Habs fans on their feet. Thank you so much, Humble. That's super kind. Thank you, Canes 06 too. You guys are legends for that. Under 30 seconds to go. The Olays are out loud. Yo, I'm gonna call. Yo. Wow, and that is it! Montreal wins 4-2! I want to call this guy. Call one of the resident Habs fans. Yo, you're live on stream! Yo, Machi, Habs are in, yo!
The ticket's been punched.
Yo, what do you got to say to all the Habs fans?
Boys, just tell them Washington had him a swivel. We're coming.
Habs fans, you hear your resident Habs fan, Machi. All right, Machi, I appreciate you, bro. I wanted to call you right away, man. There you go, bro. GG's. There you go! Yo, and 10 more gifted memberships from Humble. Humble, you're a legend. Habs fans, respects. It's going to be a fun playoffs. I think the Habs are going to give the Caps a run for their money. I think so. Woo-hoo-hoo! Who's ready to start cooking? But guys, hey, this is serious shit. Everyone, you guys know how much I respect the entire hockey community. I got my Blue Jackets jersey somewhere here. But can we just send some love to Blue Jackets fans? Because here's the thing. As much as the Habs surprised us this year, Blue Jackets, Flames, everything that happened, the passing of the Gaudreau brothers, serious shit, guys. Can we give respect to the Blue Jackets? Put CBJ in the chat, guys. Because they were that close. I'm throwing respects. CBJ in the chat. Spam CBJ. Because they put on a good year. They were not expected to be anywhere close to playoffs. So spam CBJ, guys. Seriously. With any respect, spam CBJ. Because they put in a good year. They made Johnny proud this year. Seriously. They were not supposed to be anywhere near playoffs. Oh my God. Humble with the $50 dono. Humble, you are electric. I really appreciate your dono. Humble! Appreciate you. Appreciate you big time. But thank you to everyone that's in this chat. I'm probably going to hop off the stream and immediately record my bracket challenge video. So guys, everyone that's in here, have the notification bell on because I will be posting my bracket challenge video. I want to keep you guys in expense because I'm like, if I do it live on the stream, then they're like, don't need to watch the video because I know what's going to happen. But Bryson, you got to wait for the video. I'm going to post the video in an hour or even 30 minutes, as soon as 30 minutes. So Bryson, I know you're going to click on that video. Come on. That's unreal. Yo, Humble supporting the community. Everyone gets a membership. You get a membership. Bro, this stream sponsored by Humble and Canes06. Humble, you are a legend, bro. This guy's gifted 50 channel members. Oh my God, bro. Chad gets a member. Beast gets a member. Anthony gets a member. Edited gets a member. Humble is Humble. Oh my goodness, what a legend. Felix, thank you for being on the stream and supporting the channel. Guys, we are 25 likes away from 500. If you're not going to like for me, like for Humble. Because Humble is Humble. What a legend. I appreciate you big time. Humble, thank you so much. Seriously. I don't know who you're a fan of. You are a Habs fan. Sorry. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to... you said go Habs go. I've seen people cheer for teams and doesn't necessarily mean it's their team, but I'm assuming you're a Habs fan. I don't know where you're watching from. Shout out to Humble. Massive, massive appreciation. That was extremely and so generous. Thank you. Really appreciate you. Crazy Dog. Guys, Crazy Dog's the big Jackets fan, says the fact that it took until game 82 for Columbus to be eliminated is crazy, but I know they're used to the they're going to use this to motivate them for next season. 100% Crazy Dog. 100%. Suzuki's getting interviewed right now, but you're right. The Blue Jackets have such a bright future. Zach Werenski, guys, if you didn't have Zach Werenski in your top 10 defense list, he made an argument that he's a top 5 defenseman in the league this year. So I hope you guys really hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We passed 55.8K. You guys are unreal. Chuck says, see ya, John. Well done tonight. See you again. Yep. Hey, I'll be back. And I hope you guys watch my bracket challenge video tonight. I'll be posting that. Hey, Ricky, big shout out to you. Enjoy the rest of the vacation, Ricky. That's awesome. Yeah, Rick, the Canadian teams are representing. 5 Canadian teams are in. Winnipeg, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, Edmonton. 5 Canadians in. That's pretty good, guys. To all the Canadians in the chat, 5 Canadian teams in. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. Ricky says your energy's infectious. I appreciate you, Ricky. Yeah, like half of my week to week is just bringing good energy to the sport. So appreciate you. Jean-Pierre says nice t-shirt. Hey, Jean-Pierre, big shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Gatian is hyped. Canes 06 says it just sucks you don't represent the Canes. Let's hope for a playoff match. Hey, I got 2 Canes jerseys. What do you mean I don't rep? I'm repping. The Canes were locked in for a playoff matchup, so I didn't need to boost them for a win. Janine says, thanks, John. Great night. Longtime Habs fan, and I'm here for playoff chat. Hey, Janine, I appreciate you. Julia says, hey, what are my fellow Caps fans think about the series? Julia, let's go, Julia. Yeah, I'm curious. If there's some Caps fans in the chat, let us know what you think. What do you think about the upcoming matchup against the Habs? Montreal, Colorado for the cup, Rodney. That'd be crazy.
And you think about the Montreal Canadiens, 2 breakaways, didn't score a goal. Like, they could have spread this thing out and separated a little earlier. They didn't do it, and that's why they had to rely more on Montebo. Great rebound.
Washington, Montreal is going to be crazy.
Stopped all 5 shots in the power play. All right, let's spin forward. We're celebrating this win, or the Habs fans are celebrating this win. But Luke, last word to you. It's Washington versus.
Oh, Caps play tomorrow, so Montreal, Washington might not be till Sunday too. Because I'm trying to think. Frig. Guys, I'll give you the inside info. I thought they were gonna try to put Montreal, Washington on Saturday, but now that I think about it, if Washington's playing tomorrow, that's so shitty. Washington, Pittsburgh on a Thursday, right before playoffs, like a nothing game. Do the Devils play tomorrow? No, they play tonight. Okay, so that's what it's going to be. If I had to guess, it's going to be Devils, Hurricanes, and Battle of Florida on Saturday night. And then it's going to be Montreal, Washington, and Toronto, Ottawa Sunday night. I think that's what it's going to be, chat. Oh my goodness. Humble. A 50 bombs is 5 Canadian teams versus USA. Time to shine regardless of the team. Just saying. Humble. A 50 bomb again. Humble. You are legendary. And Canes 06 with the 10. Thank you so much. I just found the stream. Not a half stream. No, this is a general stream. I just stream for hockey. I stream for the NHL. I stream for hockey. So it's not just Habs. It's not just Canes. I'm watching a game. And it's just, obviously Montreal was racing for a playoff spot. Carolina was already locked in. The NHL needs to drop the damn schedule. You got it, Darkness. You got it, man. But yeah, honestly, Darkness, if I had to bet on it, just based on what I heard, they want to give at least the 48, or the 72 hours, I mean. So, since Washington and Toronto play tomorrow, I don't know if Ottawa plays tomorrow, but I know Toronto and Washington play tomorrow. Those 2 series probably won't start till Sunday. And then Saturday will be Battle of Florida and likely New Jersey, Carolina. New Jersey is playing right now as well. Thank you so much, Canes 06. I really appreciate you. Big time. Rodney, appreciate you. Deminoff has a big contract with Warrior. Does he? That's pretty cool. All right, guys, few more questions, and then I'm going to drop so I can make my bracket challenge video. Again, guys, beside where you subscribed, it's free to subscribe. There's also a notification bell. Like, if you guys have, like your cell phone with the YouTube app or whatever it is, that's how you get notified when I post. Beyond that, if you always want to drop a like, it's free to do that as well. If you guys want to support in different ways, I know a lot of people like Humble and Canes, you've been dropping donos and memberships. I really appreciate that. If you want to support a different way, you can support the merch shop. If you guys want to get Hot Take Hockey merch, I have some cool hockey stuff going on. And then beyond that, just you can follow me on social media at John Viveiros _ Hot Take Hockey on all platforms. Hey, Alex, I really appreciate you stopping in and being here. So, yeah, the merch shop link's in the chat. And Canes06, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. I hate nice Bulldogs gear. Let's go. Let's go, Bulldogs. Let's go. Hey, Philippe, thank you so much for the 2. Says debit off 50 playoff points before he gets them in the regular. That's crazy. That's a crazy take. But honestly, you never know. Like, no, but I'll ride with you on this one for a hot second. Montreal went on a Stanley Cup final run, and Demidov put up 25 points, and then he only put up like 40 season points next year. Yeah, I guess it's possible if the Habs go to back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. So, Philippe, love the hot takes, buddy. Love them. All right, a couple more questions and I'm out. If we can get 500 likes, guys, before I end, that'd be great. We are 18 likes away from 500. That would be electric on the way out. Hey, Fox the G, I just saw you followed on Insta. I'll definitely give you the follow back. Appreciate it. Let's go. Ovi versus Demidov. There you go. Conference final, Toronto, Montreal, Winnipeg, Edmonton. William, that would go crazy in Canada. That would go nuts. Will Cole Eiserman be a stud? I think Cole Eiserman is going to be a real scorer in this league. Like, a lot of people are like, think he's too one-dimensional. I just think with that scoring talent, he's going to do it. Yeah, Terrence, the Flames were so close to doing it, for sure. All right, guys, last couple questions. Crazy stream, guys. That was nuts. Also, we are 10 likes away from 500. I know there's 10 people in here. I know there's 10 people in here that could drop a like. But thank you so much, guys. I think we gained like 200 subscribers tonight. So you guys are unbelievable. I really appreciate the support. Bryson said I wanted St. Louis and Calgary for the 2 spots. I thought Calgary and Vancouver were going to make runs to get the spots. But St. Louis, right after I made that take, St. Louis went on to tear. And then Minnesota, of course, got Kaprizov and Eriksson back. Because my big asterisk next to that take was like, if they do not get Eriksson and Kaprizov back before the end of the regular season, I think they're going to lose that spot. I think that was going to happen. Like, I'm serious. Kaprizov scored a massive overtime goal a couple weeks ago. Eriksson just tied it last night. They almost got eliminated. Like, if they lost that game in regulation, Calgary ended up winning against Vegas. Like, they could have won. They could have made it. Evasive. I think also, like, doing it live, like, if there's any issues, that it's just going to suck. Like, my PC's also been acting odd. Like, I'm not even just saying that. Like, I have, like, a lot of, like, bigger videos I was doing. And, I don't even know what this is. Anyways, long story short. These, like, longer videos I was doing, like, are taking... I mean, my PC is older, too. So I got to keep that in mind. But I've had my PC since, like, university. The Americans are going to get at me for saying university, but... Anyways. All right, chat. I'm going to be out. I'm going to go record my... bracket challenge video. Any hot takes, guys, that you should leave me with? Should I drop any hot takes in the video? Make a prediction. What do you guys think is going to be my upset pick in my bracket challenge? I want to see if people have hive mind with me. Who do you think's gonna be my upset pick? And then I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna have poker face. I'm not even gonna acknowledge. I'm just gonna look at it and see. Yeah, evasive, I do. Hey, Blair, you're a legend. I really appreciate the support. Thank you for the donos lately, man. Like, you never have to do that. Obviously, I'm super thankful for your supporting. Yeah, Fred, I get Flurry a lot. I definitely get that look like a lot. Kyle says, you think Winnipeg is going to get upset? Or... Anyways. Interesting. All right, guys. Lots of love to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. You guys are the best. Like I said, if you have any questions I didn't get to or any comments, you know I got the social media. So, yeah, Vesa, I probably do got to check, to be honest. We are 6 likes away from 500, so, hey, maybe when I end the stream and I see it uploaded, it's going to be 500 likes, because you guys are the best. So, anyways, yes, let's go Bulldogs, of course. All right, guys, thank you so much. Please hit that subscribe button, like, notification bell, all that good stuff. I'll be posting my bracket challenge video in the next, like, 30, 40 minutes. So look out for that, and I'll see you guys all soon. Peace.